Determined to find the Zenith monk who has promised to bond Chenu and Takme, the party decides to make their way to Zenith. They say their goodbyes at Fennel's Hearthwood village and set out for the seedy underbelly of Banyan to find one of the ships in Udos's family's underground network. Taking direction from the Verthod elder Jimba, the crew arrives at the Medallion Field. On the other side of the grassy stretch of land is the edge of Banyan, where they hope to find a ride to Zenith. As they begin to cross the field, the overlight dims, and they are plunged into dusk. 8-foot-tall, elk-like creatures called Felgats emerge from the dark forests that line the field and charge at our party. They do their best to keep the raging beasts at bay, channeling their chroma with mixed results. But with help from a powerful shovel tusk bringing up the rear, our Skyborn and their companions are able to make an escape. On the other side of the Medallion Field, our travelers find a ship lying in wait and board it. Sometime later, they alight at the icy, windy edge of Zenith and are battered by this change in climate. They spot a cottage not too far off and trudge through the ice and snow towards shelter. To find out what happens next in our story, tune in to episode 4 of Overlight Fracture Paradox, starting now.
Hello and welcome to Overlight. We will get right into it today. Our episode is episode number 4, Out of Thin Air. So, last time we ended up on Zenith, the snowy hilled shard of our lovely Takme and Chenu, the future bondmates who have been looking for Bend. Mm-hmm. So now we are on Zenith. You all kind of hobbled into a cottage. You are now just inside the door. The door was open. You just opened it and walked in.
Mm. Oh, that seems impolite.
It's like Skyrim.
Do they have any wheels of cheese?
Yeah. So you...
Is that a normal...
Wait, really? Can we knock? Why can't we?
It seems rude.
I mean,
you can...
Fennel's going to go right on in, but she's going to have a flower ready to give to whoever's in there.
Okay, so Fennel... So the rest of you are more concerned about, not just barging in.
Kicking down the door. Hello!
Oh, there are rituals on this shard. So.
Rituals?
Yes.
Hello? Is anybody in here?
Hello?
Hi. Hello? My name is Fennel.
You hear some foot scuffling in towards the back of the cottage. And Fennel, so you've walked in and you're very cold. Remember, you guys are still...
We nearly died.
Lizard.
Yeah.
Lizarded.
Frostbitten and icy cubes right now.
Yikes.
Icy cubes. So Fennel, you walk in and you're still chipper and cheery, but you have that, you're just shaking and holding that flower gift out. You notice that this is... a very cozy room. There's a fire, like a stove right in the center of the room that leads up to the chimney that you saw from the outside smoking. A warm fire going, very cozy rugs and cozy furniture, and some wall hangings that look like they're beaded work and woven, threaded, beautiful tapestries all over.
Ooh.
Hi, my name is Fennel, and it's really cold outside. Could I sit in here for a little bit? I almost froze to death.
2 people bustle in, and they're both wearing big, multicolored robes, shaven hair, and they bustle in carrying big pots of potatoes. Oh, yes, come in, of course.
Is it okay if I bring my friends?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. This is for you. It's a little wilted because it's cold outside, but I wanted to thank you for letting me come into your, house.
I haven't seen a flower in a long time.
That's from Banyan. That's where I'm from.
Banyan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hang on just a second. Come on in! It's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, it's warm.
I barge in and immediately like spread my wings as much
my
as
God.
possible and start shaking, and like ice is just dropping out of my wings, and I just settle in the corner by the fire and start preening.
The ceiling is probably like 12 feet tall, so you could even
Like fully
get
extend.
up in the air a little bit if you
It
want.
seems presumptuous. I'm like a damp dinosaur. It's like, probably don't want to ruin this people's houses.
So, like a wet dog, just shake it everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruin everything.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
localize it by the
Yeah.
hearth where it'll melt as quickly as possible.
Okay, so you all.
Thanks for letting us in here.
Yeah, what do these people look like?
So you would recognize them as monks.
Okay,
They look like
yeah.
monks. They have shaved heads. One is a woman, one is a man. They do have these multicolored robes that are not typical for Zenith monks, but they're also up in age, probably what humans would think of as like 60. So they have some gray, just like their closely shaved hair just has gray at the temples, and they look strong and hardy. So you would recognize these as people who not have retired from being a monk, but who kind of just now this is their life. They decided to move out from the monastery and just run, this little place to help people.
Oh.
So you would know that.
But we wouldn't know we wouldn't recognize a specific order since they've sort of.
Well, I'll have you make a roll for that.
Sure.
Can we both make it?
Sure.
What would you like?
Definitely folklore.
Well, I don't have that.
Oh, you don't have
No.
neither. Hey.
Vertigo.
Well, this is your shard, so it's definitely going to be wisdom.
I have intuition or perception, which
Ooh, perception is
I
beautiful.
feel like both those make sense if I am.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is my or this is the shard we're from.
perception,
I have
wisdom.
perception as well. Perception,
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yep,
I
we'll
would
go
like
with
to make that roll.
Can I do intuition?
Yes, I was actually going to say, yeah.
Wisdom, intuition.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
For success.
I perceive everything.
Beautiful. Nice first roll of the game.
First roll.
Okay, there's 1 success. 2,
2, 3. Woo!
I will not bump it because I'm scared of dying.
Scared of shattering. Okay, so that was 3 and 4, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Takme, you got a luminous success. You both look around this cottage, but as Fennel did when she walked in, you see these woven tapestries. Some are beaded, some are threaded. The ones that are beaded are like solely beads that are visible, and they have these like concentric shapes that kind of look like you're looking straight up at the overlight and it's shining all over. If you can imagine, it's like when you look up at the shower head and the water is just like that, but it's light, streams of light, with some of the different colors of the virtues and an overall violet hue. So that's all in a beaded tapestry. And then the other largest tapestry is one that's threaded, and that has some very deep violet and purples and blues woven into it, and it kind of looks like a waterfall. Now you both would see the details of these and not quite know much more than that. Just like recognize the detail and know that this is monks' work. You, Chanu, remember that the beaded tapestries are typical of the work of the Crystal Wind Monastery. And so these
That's
are
the joyful one.
yeah. Actually,
Or no?
that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
The Crystal Wind Monastery. They're the ones who are, they value knowledge and art. They have a martial faction, so there are people who like train in martial arts. They're very populous on this shard. And I believe they are like the ones who are the direct, like spiritual descendants of the Diamond Queen.
Okay.
And now you would recognize the other darker, the violet and blue hues of the woven threaded tapestry. You would recognize that as being from the Monastery of Silent Stone.
Okay.
That me.
Yeah, that's us.
That us.
Oh, it is?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I guess maybe that'd be weird if I didn't know that, right?
Then,
What happened to my brain?
oh yeah, I didn't realize that was yours.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then that's fine. So you do recognize it. How about this? You recognize that one, but not the other one. You recognize
Sure.
both.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Gotcha.
So,
Wait, would then whichever one of them is from Silent Stone, would we know them?
they're
Would I know
they're
them?
dressed pretty similarly. So, you probably wouldn't know just from what you're seeing on them.
Okay.
I wanna,
I guess I meant.
Oh, would you recognize
from,
them?
Like their face from if I'm from that monastery? How long have they been?
Not
out of it?
necessarily. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that you wouldn't have met them while they were there because they've been out of it, for,
Sure.
out of the monastery for a while.
Is there like a special handshake or greeting that like is? I mean, yeah, there is. So I want to do.
The Silent
a thing-
Stone are like we're super dour.
Yeah, but there's got to be like a special way that we like.
I
greet
feel
or
like it's the
communicate
most
to each other.
slightest head nod.
Okay, let's slightly head nod at them.
Okay.
That was a bit much.
It was kind of extreme.
I am the opposite of subtle. I tried so hard.
So the woman who's carrying the potatoes sees you nod and says, "Oh," and then the man who is shuffled up behind her he has another kind of bushel of Brussels sprouts. Oh, you like Brussels sprouts? I had them for dinner last night.
I thought it was a bunch of sixes.
A bundle of girls.
A bundle of details.
I can be joyful about anything, motherfuckers.
So he notices that, and he immediately drops it, and he nods. You are of the Silent Stone.
Well met, my friend.
Well met indeed. The woman looks at her partner, sees this solemnness that has taken over the room, and says, "Well, it's been some time since my husband has seen anyone from the monastery."
Right, we are,
Very dedicated.
and also needing to return in a way, but not directly. We haven't yet bonded, and it is time.
Oh, how wonderful.
We're looking for somebody. Somebody named Ben. Do you know them?
Is that bad?
So the husband
Slowly.
now sits down. He looks visibly shaken, and he just sits down in one of the nearby chairs, and he says, "You are of the void."
I mean,
Oh, that was.
what? That's a.
Is that a bad thing? Forgive me. I'm not like really familiar with all. We're
And
still.
the husband puts his hands in his head and just says, "They're of the void." And the wife says, I'm sorry, my husband. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. There seems to be. Thank you for the hospitality, but there seems to be some prejudice against the notions that we have chosen to worship. And if there is a problem, I would like your husband to lift his chin up like the monk that he is and say it directly to our faces.
I think you misunderstand my husband's reaction. He's not judging you at all. Well, it's not my story to tell, but... And she looks over at him, and he still is just kind of muttering to himself, "Why is the void? The void, again, just always the void." And she says, Brill, should I tell them? Can I tell them? Yeah, sure. Yes, of course. Tell them about the void. My husband was excommunicated because of his void shamanism. And that doesn't mean that will happen to you. It just means that that's what happened to him. And he was not allowed to bond with a Hamanu.
I mean, technically, we're not allowed either. But this is nothing to be ashamed of. Welcome to the party. Excommunicated from what? Oh, Silent Stone. Yes. Oh, they've got their knickers in a whack, haven't they?
The wife is it's receiving your warmth and giving it back. How could you say that? I gave my life to the Silent Stone. I gave my life, I gave everything I had, and they took my Hamanu away and did not allow me to see him again. Just be warned, just be warned. But you youthful ones, you always want to see the brighter side of things, but we have lived a different life, that is all.
Well, I've dedicated my whole life to the Silent Stone too. And, maybe it was my choice to separate myself from them, but it doesn't mean my sacrifice is not any less worthy than yours.
That makes...
Wait, have you never bonded with your Hamanu?
They took him away.
Double bonding ceremony.
Do you know where your Hamanu is?
No, I'm sure they have found another monk for him to bond with. This was many years ago.
I'm sorry.
Many
you lost
cycles
your
ago.
friend.
Ooh, maybe the way you guys communicate, maybe you could show her how to communicate in order to get in touch with her.
Oh, yes, I mean, it would hurt quite a lot, and I'm already, spirited away, but
Are you able to telepathically... You're not bonded yet.
no,
To a
but
degree, we can. It hurts a lot.
it does take up some of our essence.
Wow, I've never heard of anyone able to do that without being bonded first.
Yes,
The
we
bond is strong enough. Even before the ceremony, there's some inkling of a connection. Maybe you still have one with yours. We could help you reach out, and you could see if you could find your Hamanu partner.
And just so you know, the reason we were even looking for Ben, the Void Shaman, is that he seems to be of the mind that he would be able to complete a bonding ceremony, but under the light of the void. Well, that doesn't make any sense, does
Right.
it?
The shadow.
Absence of
The
light.
shadow.
of the
shadow.
void.
Yes, basically in honor of the void.
We will be doing it outside the blessing of Silent Stone.
And outside any of the monasteries built here.
That's good. That's good.
But he said he knows how to do it. So we're trying to find him. But I don't know if we could find your Hamanu, then maybe we could do a double whammy.
Double whammy.
Double donk.
Double donk. Dare you.
Do a double donk.
You use such strange language.
We're very strange.
We just make up words sometimes.
It
We're a motley crew.
eases the tension. What?
We're a mixed up bunch.
Wait, if your
quiet.
Hamanu is already bonded to someone else, how do you break that bond?
I wouldn't want to.
That seems unlikely.
As a Hamanu, might I weigh in here? There is no way that even if you and I were separated, I would just rush off and bond with the next monk I meet. The bonds, they're predetermined. Usually only one per lifetime. Whether, God, overlight forbid you to leave. I don't even know that I would bond with anyone else in the next lifetime.
It's much more likely that Chenu would die.
Then maybe your Hamanu didn't bond with somebody else.
Maybe it died.
Maybe not.
Well, if it died, I hope that it went straight into the void
Well,
so
you
that it
didn't
could
die.
feel its darkness.
Wait,
Well said.
are you a void shaman?
You
Yes.
just said that.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
But he was kicked
Wait.
out of the Silent Stone Monastery, where we
Oh, right. That's where I was confused.
left of our own accord.
You were busy
You.
thinking about the void.
I'm always thinking about it.
And the wife now leans on the couch and says, are you coming or going? Are you leaving right now?
Well, we're coming to Zenith to find Ben, and then we'll be right on our way. As you know,
okay.
the monasteries aren't too friendly with matters of.
We're trying to keep it low key.
Of course. Of course.
Yes, I'm glad you said something first.
What did I?
No, they did.
Oh. Sorry, I was thinking about the void again.
Yeah. No.
We came out here to just help people. people who are coming or going.
You said-
Speaking
Yes.
of help, we came together with our friends here and decided to help them on their journey to Bond, only to discover that we are woefully unprepared
Yeah.
for this shard.
Oh,
Is there any
It's cold
that mild is putting?
as fuck.
I can't even brain not.
Are you
Frozen.
thinking about the void?
Thinking
very
about the cold
distracting.
and the ice.
Well, often
Not dissimilar.
the
And
ice
my
could,
tree.
and the cold could lead to the void.
Oh, I think I understand. On the way, when you were telling me about what to do with my dragonfly, you said I could entomb him in ice, and I think I understand what that feels like now, and I hate it, and I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
Is there a way to avoid getting entombed in ice, regardless of how useful it might be to denizens of this shard?
yes, of course. She looks around and sees that, except for you and you.
Yeah, I would have some. Yeah.
Yeah, except for you two, she looks around and you all need something. Something.
I made him rope clothes.
The rope clothes are good, but they're a big weave, and a lot of air can get in a big weave.
I'm cold-blooded. It's not great.
Big fat weave is what you did. you and your big fat weave.
You got loose weaves.
Listen, I really tried.
They're very attractive, but they let a lot of air in.
Does no one appreciate a chunky scarf around here?
I do. I like the aesthetic of it,
not
but
really
it just
fashion.
doesn't keep me very warm. I like it.
Functional.
Listen, I'm still going to wear it. I'm not
I'm
going
gonna close my Etsy shop because apparently there's no market.
No, I liked your.
I mean, they break up the form too much. It just like takes the chunkiness is transferred to the neck, and nobody
What are you
likes
trying
that.
to say? Do you think I look chunky?
This is turned into one big offense.
I'll
how
have you know
skinny I
I'm
am?
0.5% body fat.
Can we get some coats from you? We're trying to say? Because we're all very cold, except for her.
Maybe we could repay you for some clothes by helping your husband try and connect with his missing Hamanu.
I can pay you
I have money.
in flowers
Oh, do you?
You're
and
right.
some berries.
You do?
Yeah.
Ah.
I have
Yeah, or
these.
we could do something completely soulless. Good idea.
That's not soul. It's called buying a jacket.
Mine just has a lot of
What you do with your soul?
These are some of my favorite flowers, and these are really good berries that are a little sweet. And this is just a leaf.
Hate to break it to you, but I don't think those would survive on this shard.
They're already kind of icy. They're kind of getting icy already.
We'll figure out
I
a way
liked my flowers.
and they'll be beautiful again, but just they're
That's
not
not
meant
true.
for this climate. Okay, they're dead. What?
No.
Yay.
You can get more when we.
Your flowers are embracing the void.
Are
They're
they prettier?
entombed in the ice.
Are they prettier now that they're covered in ice?
Everything is relative.
I thought that was stuff that you liked. If it's dead, it's better.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
See, we love it, but maybe we can't use
You're
this
a
money.
bad
right.
liar. You're a very bad liar, and I feel bad about my plants.
They've become like the oh God.
They're very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm sure they would still love to have them.
Oh, well, we are still monks, so we
We-
would not take any. Well, we practice in our own way, so we would take donations, but you are not obligated to give us anything.
And I donate these.
Of course. Whatever donations you are happy to part with, we would gratefully accept, including money. But it is not required. And please make yourself comfortable, get close to the fire, melt yourselves.
Can I have a potato?
Oh, yes, of course. She takes some of the potatoes and puts them in a pot of boiling water on top of the stove. Just give them some time. They need to boil.
I just wanted to eat it raw.
Oh, of course.
Thanks. She just starts to chew into it like an apple.
Yeah. Starchy.
Can I have a Brussels sprout?
Well, she's gone. She left the room, but you can ask Brill.
Bro.
Hey, bro.
Yo, bro.
just wondering. I mean, just let me know if it's okay or not. I don't know if you're doing like a feast or for someone or anything. But I was just wondering if a couple of me and my buds can have some Brussels sprouts, maybe.
Of course. Yeah.
Nice.
This is for travelers. We make sure that we are stocked for whoever might pass through.
Thank you.
Did Bend happen to pass through?
All we know is he's a man.
I did not realize Bend, as you say. He still dresses as if he is part of the Silent Stone. He did come here, but we hid the truth from him. We did not talk about void shamanism. Perhaps he was also guarded like we are.
Maybe you knew.
Do you know where he went?
Well, if he is a void shaman, as you say, then he would have gone to where they are in the Hidden Hills. I know where it is. I can tell you.
There's a community of void monks. There are?
Yes, it's kept very secret.
That's really cool.
Wait, why aren't you there then?
It was too late for me.
Too late.
I spent so much time with the Silent Stone Monastery. I said things about void shamans that in my heart I knew were not true, but I said them anyway because that's what people expected of me. I don't know. I found a good life here. And Nora, she lost her Hamanu and she was broken when I met her, and we have healed each other, so I never sought anything else out.
Aww. Do you have a mortar and pestle?
Oh, yes. And he goes over to a shelf on the wall and picks up a mortar and pestle.
So she's gonna grind up the berries and make sort of like a preserve paste and drink down the tea in the acorn cup that she got from Jumba and pour that into the acorn cup and then pass it off as a little offering to him.
What do I do with this?
You can put it on food.
Oh.
It's a little sauce. It's a little preserve, so it'll last a while. And you can put it on stuff to make it taste better. But it's just for you guys, because you guys are very nice, and you let us into your house.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
It's like Banyari Sriracha.
No, it's sweet. It's like Banyari cranberry sauce.
Oh.
Describe your Hamanu to us.
Oh.
We'd love to keep an eye out for him or her.
It was a him. Well...
If you can give us a full description, I might be able to, I'll at least write it down and maybe try to sketch so we have a sense of what your Hamanu looks like.
You're an artist?
I'm just a documentarian, is
Oh.
all. I don't pride myself on those skills. I want to have a log of everything we see and hear and pass by. That's one of the reasons why I want to help these two, because it sounds like their illicit ceremony is quite exciting.
And because we're friends.
And because
Friends
we're
help each
friends.
other.
Everything she said, too.
You all are very delightful.
We know.
I'm delightful.
No one has ever said that about me before.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I don't know what to feel.
My Hamanu was named Murray.
Murray.
Yes. Murray. And he was tall. But not quite as tall as other Hamanu, maybe 6.5 feet. He was all dark gray, bluish fur. He had a distinctive V type of pattern on his chest that was black. Very stately.
Like a tuxedo, almost, if that were a thing that existed here.
I don't know what that word means either.
What is that?
Just made it up on the spot.
Tuxedo,
It's like
donk. What were the other words you said?
I don't even
So
remember.
many.
Middle ground?
That I understand.
Oh, okay.
Anything else? So tall, about 6.5 feet, dark gray bluish fur with a distinctive black V on his chest. Does that sound familiar to you, or is that a...
That is a wonderful description of a Hamanu.
Fair enough. Well,
Could be anyone, really. No, not really. Do I recognize that description?
Probably not.
Okay.
So this was many cycles ago. So like we're talking 20 years, 15 to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So we probably would not have necessarily known this Hamanu.
Okay.
Should we try? Should we try to help him? Contact his Hamanu?
That would be amazing and invigorating. I can't wait to be mind linked with you again. Ready? Set.
Wait, okay, no. Maybe we should make sure that's what Brill wants
Right, okay.
before you enter me.
Right. Yes, no, of course. I get, yes, you know. Get excited.
So what do you think, Brill?
If you were to find Murray, I just would want to know that he's okay and he's happy. And if he would want to come here and find me, he would have a welcome home.
Well, I think if maybe we all work together, we could do it.
We could maybe use your even soft connection with him to locate him at least. And bring him to you and see if, you know, he'll circle yes, no, or maybe.
We don't know how far he is or if he's even real, so it might be a pretty intense experience, but...
Yes, it might be a shot in the dark, but what better friends do we have than in the dark?
I agree. But if we all
Ready?
work together...
Oh.
You
we could
know, it sounds like she needs a
disperse-
countdown.
we could disperse the energy, and then maybe it wouldn't be as harmful. I don't know.
Oh, if we all link all three of our minds.
Or I don't know if...
Can we
Oh.
provide any support?
Yeah,
with
I'm
our-
ready. How can I help?
I'm trying to think of how to roll for this. I don't even know. Yeah.
What is it? Compassion roll. Can
Um,
I add a D10 to their roll?
A D10.
Is
Well,
there...
my compassion's a D10.
Yeah.
Oh, a D12 if you must.
Why stop there? Put a D20 in there.
What is it called when like when everyone's like
A
on?
seance?
Huh?
A seance?
Not a seance.
I don't have a seance.
Yeah, no.
Oh God, Murray's already dead.
Yeah, actually, but also like when like the FBI is using like cell phone signals and
Oh, triangulate.
triangulate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's any
Okay,
way.
so you're like trying to ping.
Yeah, we're trying to ping him.
Well,
Okay.
all of us here, or all of our friends, are skyborn, and every single person and being on the planet has a piece of the void inside of them. So I'm thinking we could disperse it between all of us. I mean, that's a lot to ask for you guys to
I'll do it.
potentially suffer
Can we eat
to
first?
try and find this. But
It was really cold outside. I haven't recovered from that.
There are potatoes.
There's Brussels
boiling.
sprouts and potatoes, man.
Yeah, the
Okay.
potatoes are boiling.
Give me 5 minutes.
Want some berries? I got a lot of them.
So
Sure. And I just start.
Okay.
I settle in I sit right in front of the fire on the hearth and.
yeah, you see a metal spoon hanging on the wall, and you help yourself. You're hungry. You're a hungry dino man, and so you grab that
At least I
spoon,
used a utensil.
get yourself a boiled potato, and then
some Brussels sprouts.
maybe some.
Put some berries in there. I'll be right
Yeah, a little feast.
Well, yes. Why don't you all eat and rest, and we can discuss and maybe try what you wanted to try. After you are rested, though, you all look very cold.
Fine, I'll wait.
don't do it right now.
I'm not going to surprise mind. I'm not that person. I'm not that Hamanu. I'm not going to jump into your brain. No. That's not me.
Not anymore, at least.
As of today.
Not for the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you all have. So now some time has passed, probably the equivalent of a few hours. let's make it more than a few hours. It's about half a day, so like several hours. You have regained your health. You're feeling much warmer and more comfortable in your bodies, less frozen. Kess, Brill's wife Kess, has dug up some comfy woven ponchos and blankets and things for you to really layer up with. Odger is here, and poor Odger is very cold, but Kess kind of like refashions a runner type of tapestry and just wraps it around around Odger's belly. So,
A little tortilla.
yeah, it's like a little Odger burrito.
Sleeve off a shirt and put on a
So you all are now bundled up, and you've tried on your new outfits. So as you're sitting around, Kess walks over to Udos, where you're sitting. Hello. You offered money before, and I am not asking for payment, but we do run a very...
Speak no more. I got you. Pulls into his pocket. Couple of coins, shiny gold coins. You're aware, you know what this kind of, you see this money, you're like, dang, that's some gold, bruh.
Kess is
And I
like,
flip two of them at you.
why don't you roll to see how much you give her?
What?
Okay,
He's been waiting to spend money this
So
whole
this is a
time.
wealth test.
Wealth
Yeah,
test?
this is our first wealth test.
It is.
Yeah.
So a wealth test is 3 skill dice plus 3 wealth dice. Now, as an Alrumel and guild laborer, I believe you have pretty good wealth, right?
Yeah, D8, that's right.
Yeah.
D8.
D8.
Okay, let me see. So D8. Good. Okay.
Yeah, see her.
And then
You're
3
the only
skill.
one with a job.
Can I use?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
What kind of skill should I use?
So,
Craft?
I mean, think of it this way. You're donating to these monks who live just by helping other people and by accepting donations. So I think it should be something in the
Compassion?
compassion range.
Okay.
But we're talking skill, not virtue. So you have performance D6, but that's, I don't feel like it's performance. I mean, it could be performance. Well, you know what? It is performance because the way you pulled out that coin, you were like, look at this bling.
Showing off.
You are totally showing off.
With the run over the fingers.
Yeah.
I got some change.
This is performance.
Okay. Okay.
So, you're going to do a performance
You got it.
wealth.
And I don't need to do a spirit die, right? Or should I do I have to do a
You
spirit
do,
die, too.
yeah.
That's right.
And then the spirit die, go ahead and roll. I will explain as you roll. The spirit die, whatever the amount is on the spirit die, is how much it
4.
costs you from your wealth pool.
Flare.
So $4.
Well, actually, so the wealth test is similar to the chroma test where the amount on the D4 is the cost
Oh no.
from your wealth pool. So that was expensive. You gave them a lot of money.
Pretty expensive, dude.
You were
Yeah.
very appreciative of their hospitality.
So what is
Yeah.
that, like,
How many
None of us
successes
have
did you
money,
get?
so.
I got 1, 2, and I think this was a success too, right?
I don't
Wasn't
remember. I
this?
couldn't see it.
Is it a 5? I want to say it was a 5.
A 5 is not.
It's not. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It wasn't a success. Yeah, I think it was.
You got 2, it looks
I
like?
got 2.
Okay.
So magic I die.
So now you're gonna so you pull out this coin, you flash it, you flip it a couple times, and Kess is like, ooh, wow. Wow.
Put her behind her ear. Huh?
And it's yeah, exactly. I perform some tricks. And
Got
then
creepy fast.
and then you try to hand it to her, and she's Kess is like, that is very generous. Are you sure? That is so much.
Please.
So much money.
You'll make good use of it, right?
Thank you. This will help so many people.
You're welcome.
So she takes the coin. How many successes did you get?
3. No, 2.
2.
Yeah,
yeah.
2.
Okay.
I
One of
wanted
them
3.
was a lie.
That's why it was 3. No, 2. Yeah, 2.
So
to skip
two
some off the
two
top.
successes. So you also got a luminous success. So I'm gonna let's see. Kess looks down at your bludgeoning tool. Did you make that?
Yes, I did. Myself. It's all cast. It's made out of titanium
Wow, it must get heavy sometimes.
or
And
adamantium.
you know what? When you're traversing through these snowy hills, you're going to need to stow that somewhere. So she goes into a cabinet in this room, opens the cabinet, and pulls out like a leather holster thing.
Oh, wow.
She's like, "Here, you paid for this many times over, but here, take this. That
Are you
it
sure?
should fit your tool perfectly." Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, of
I don't want
course.
to. I gave you the money because I didn't want something out of it. I just wanted to thank you for.
No, but please
bringing
take
us in.
it. Please take it from your generosity and to save your hands. You shouldn't have to carry that out the whole way.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Aw.
Feels good.
So you put the holster on.
Yeah, put it on.
So that is. So you have money, huh?
Yeah.
Hasn't helped us until now. We didn't
What
know.
are we gonna
need
do with money?
I just find it interesting. I don't know. I don't need anything. I'm a.
I thought you were a spiritual person.
I am.
Worried about these worldly possessions.
I just find it interesting that you have money.
He's a
I'm allowed to be
craftsman.
curious.
He's a very good craftsman.
You be curious.
And then, Cass, I'm so sorry to impose, but now that we've seen the dangers of the cold here, I don't think that my companion, Peely, will necessarily be able to come with us. It just seems like I want him to be safe. Would you mind watching over him while we're finding
He's
Ben?
just a drunk.
Yeah, if you provide him with enough nectar, and I pull out like the tube with nectar, and I
No, you're an enabler. This would be like no. What if we treated it like a dragonfly rehab here?
This is rehab.
This is his rehab.
This is
yes,
the rehab.
Yes, you no longer will have to provide nectar for your drunken friend.
He's gonna get a little
Oh
rowdy.
my god, okay. I'm
you
gonna
really
approach
did-
Peely and have like a really serious conversation. It's like,
This is an intervention, buddy.
so
By the way, Peely is sitting in the corner. Peely's eyes look a little glazed over because he hasn't had nectar in so long.
God.
He's getting real grumpy.
so upsetting.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
So I crouched down. I'm like, hey, big guy. Oh. So you're gonna stay here because it's too cold out there. I know how delicate your wings are. Like, and I don't want you to be damaged or get hurt in any way. But I talked to everybody else, and I can't leave you any nectar. We think it's time. And then I poured just a little bit on the floor.
Oh my gosh! One last
What?
bit.
Dead homies?
Him.
Peely sucks it up.
He's
with
in
his little-
pain.
You're hurting him.
I
He
love
needs to
him.
Get over it. If you love him, let him suffer.
That was the last of it.
Tough love, my friend. You need to learn tough love.
Peely sucks it up and then kind of nuzzles you.
That's it, though.
I still think it'd be a good idea to just leave him out in the snow for a while.
I told you we're not doing that
He's
talk.
very
Mark.
fragile.
Right, but it's how I learned a lot of my lessons, was almost dying.
I
in the
don't think I
cold.
want Peely to know any of the same lessons you do.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say about Silent Stone?
You're a little dark. You're a little.
This is
That you guys are both wondrous in your own ways, and I don't know if those two ways need to become one way.
I'm just saying, when you stop feeling all of your body and your vision starts to go dark, that's when you really understand yourself and the light and the darkness and how the energy of everything affects the energy of everything else.
He's just a dragonfly. That might break his mind.
Precisely.
No,
That is kind of the point, yeah.
Brill has been listening to you all quietly and looks up at you all. If you want your dragonfly to live a better life, then you should not give it any more nectar.
You're right, Brill. I'm just.
And you should put it in the snow, right?
No.
That might kill it.
Yeah.
We're gonna take your word for how wondrous being buried in snow and ice can be.
Don't come crying to me when he's still just a little bug with no strength or understanding of the world.
Or self-control.
Brill, will you tend to Peely and
Of course, yeah.
make sure that he doesn't suffer too much from?
We'll
Yeah,
take
Brill.
good care of him.
Brill, take care of him.
No.
Where's that nectar bottle?
Yeah, can I?
You should take that with you.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming with me.
We should finish it off as a group or throw it off the edge of the shard.
Oh, that's a little bit.
This is on me too now. No, I'm getting an intervention.
I'm just
Can I
saying,
dress
it's.
up?
I don't know that. I just don't. Here's what I don't want: for us to return to the dragonfly, and there to be, a glimpse or a scent of the nectar still on us.
Oh, you're
It
right.
must be disposed of, whether inside our bellies or off the shard.
I want to try it.
We should support him. Okay, Brill, do you have cups?
Oh, here and now, sure.
You've been in here. You've been in this house for
We're gonna
half a
toast.
day, so you know where stuff is now. So you
Okay.
grab some cups.
To sobriety.
Pretty much. Like we get rid of it now.
Always sunny in Philadelphia. They're all drinking wine out of Coke cans.
Wine in a can. It's a great idea.
Best episode.
So yeah, we cheers.
Okay. Well,
To sobriety, and I gift the and I gift the bone tube to Brill as well, and like clean it out, take care of it, throw it away if you want.
thank you.
Take care of my friend, our friend.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this gift, and we will take good care of your dragonfly friend. And Peely looks up at you all and seems kind of chipper, actually.
He's feeling good about his life changes
Yeah, he's
too.
like, okay.
Good.
All right.
You just gave him a friend to look after, and that's what he wanted.
Aw.
I'm really happy about that.
So now some time has passed. You've been here for let's say you had a nice sleep here too. So you've been fed, you're warm, you got your warm clothes, you had some rest, and now
we want to triangulate. the
Okay, oh, yes.
position-
All
the
right.
Position of
Now that we all
Okay.
have some
Time for pain.
courage to endure the pain of finding a mind in the darkness.
okay.
Oh, boy.
I want to keep it to so you two and Brill.
okay.
Yes. Okay. That's,
Can we help in any way?
No.
I just
too much.
yeah. I think it's too much.
I mean, aesthetically, we could maybe all contribute, and then maybe just we could roll. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're very compassionate. and
We're
it's gotta
very
help- it's gotta help
compassionate.
Of
some.
course. Of course.
And you're gonna take damage.
Jokey.
Okay, so let's make this roll. Let's figure out what it will be. This will be a skill test.
Okay.
You know,
I think Will would make sense for me since it's it's not the chrome of my order actually.
Oh, my core virtue is vigor.
your will and your vigor. So we are trying to triangulate. So basically, the goal is to link Brill up telepathically with you two to maybe
So that
see if there's still a connection.
Yeah,
to
so
so
like
we
to
can-
extend the signal. You
Yeah,
know?
so we can push forward through
Okay.
his just offer him some extra juice.
Okay.
And mind juice to
Oh,
come.
so you're trying to
boost, yeah.
signal
Yeah.
boost
Yeah.
him.
And
Okay.
yeah.
So really, it's a
It's
Brill
totally a
roll.
made-up thing
Yeah.
that we can even do. This.
Absolutely, yeah.
You make a triangle too, and that's weird how you're trying to triangulate. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Wait, Amy, I just want to make sure that you know we're making all this up. Like, not just like this, but like I'm a
I believe you. I mean, look at that.
It would be wonderful. This is the moment Amy discovered this was all make.
Oh my god, I hate real life. I hate real life. I want to go back. I would dive back in. Touche.
Okay, so let us have you both do your rolls.
What?
I'm gonna say
I'm just thinking about all the combos that like make sense. Like Will would make sense since that's like
Yeah,
my main chroma.
I feel like it's between Will and Vigor. Maybe you take Will, you
it
take
might be
Vigor.
different. Yeah.
And then I want you both to do perception on that.
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
I
that.
mean,
Okay.
That sounds so
All right, so
good.
I've got 6s and 10s.
So good and fair.
so
So
good,
good and fair.
I'm gonna put
And
my
then I
book
will-
on your book. I'm so sorry.
All right, and I will, and then based on your roll, I'll have Brill.
Oh, and should we add any extra dice for the help of like them
I'm very compassionate.
or of Kess? Brill.
And
I think
Udo
we're
said
my
the thing
whole
about the
heart
triangle.
into
That's really great.
I think their presence makes you feel good,
Okay.
and you're confident that maybe this will work because they're here.
I think that's the nectar, but okay.
All right.
Ooh, 2 successes, 3 successes.
Is there one back here?
Yes. That's a
3
success.
successes.
Yes, 3
All
successes.
right.
And you could boost
Wait,
it
was
with
that
a
a
skill
7?
point.
Or was that a
It
1?
was,
It was
a
a
7.
7.
Well, there was
That's
a 7
4.
and a 1.
You had
Oh, no,
it
that was a 1.
That was one.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 7 and a 1.
Not great. 0? Oh, no. I want to re-roll.
Tokma explodes.
you got 0 successes, and you got how many?
I got 3, but I do want to bump it to 4.
Oh, wow. Okay. So 4 successes on that. So this is the signal boost. That is a radiant success.
It's our shared. We shared it.
Failure.
No.
Oh, no. Are you okay? Are you actually okay right now?
Havana, it's all made up. Oh, we're just making it up. Why does it matter so much?
mean to me, Amy.
Oh, my God. Self-care is important in RPGs.
What's that mean?
It means
What is that?
Give me a massage.
it means if you take it to heart, we can talk about it. You okay?
It was my idea, and it didn't even work, but it worked for Amy.
Okay. All right. This is what happens. Okay, so we can definitely telepathically communicate and whatever mind meld. I make it so clear that all of the success was Tokma's, and I make it seem in my brain and in her brain. I like twist our synapses so it seems as though I'm a doofy, derpy gorilla. And the monk has actually created
This is like-
the rainbow bridge between our minds.
That is so sweet that I'm going to not make this telepathic link cost you spirit points.
That's so
beautiful.
Like when you give your sibling the controller and it's not plugged in.
Yes, it is.
But also nice. Oh my God, you're doing such a good job. Yeah, get him.
Okay.
I'm too drunk, is what I'm gonna say, to really pull this off.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a little
right.
too much now.
0.5% body fat, and I do not eat very much.
That's fair.
Your body's
Yeah.
like a
That
friendly
nectar went
food
straight to your head.
And in the monastery, we obviously don't partake, so. Lightweight.
So now you two have. So yes, you have made a triangle in this room, and you're all standing together, closing your eyes, focusing your energy so that you can tap into this telepathic link. Brill has never done this before, so he just kind of follows your lead and goes into his meditative space. And a few moments pass. You don't quite feel anything from Brill. You feel maybe a spark of an altered presence in your meditative state, but it just doesn't last.
Where do we get a sense of at least where that spark?
A direction?
Yeah,
or
direction
something?
of where the spark might.
I'm sorry, I should clarify. That spark of the presence is Brill, like Brill trying to
Oh, Brill also failed his roll.
yeah. In other words, yes.
Me and Brill are drunk.
Yeah.
I should never have cracked
And
up
you,
the nectar
you
so
how much
early.
you went?
How much
You
do I
weigh
weigh?
like 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm a big one.
You're a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unaffected by.
unaffected. Yeah, unaffected by any
Nectar.
influence of anything. Yeah.
So
Some just
those
tracks to the neck.
those few moments still pass. Brill is is trying really hard to connect telepathically, but finally just gives up. I'm sorry. I can feel your power. The both of you are so powerful, and it's amazing. But I just don't think I'm there with you. I was never bonded before, and I don't think I can do it.
That's okay. At least you tried.
Yeah, there's no shame in trying, and we're not giving up, by the way. I mean, Hamanu are native to this land, and should we run across
Murray.
Murray.
Should we run across him? Well, by golly, we'll bring him back to you.
Thank you.
Or at least pass on a message.
Or tell him if he needs a home, if he needs anything, I'm here.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, we should send you on your way.
Where are we going?
Oh,
Bend.
yes,
Bendy Bend. Old Bondy Bendy Bend.
the Void Shamans. Yes. So Brill and Kess both at the same time go towards the same drawer and open it together, and they start rifling through some parchment papers. Some of them look bended and old, and then finally Kess finds, is it this one? That's it. And they turn around and they present you with this map. And it is indeed like kind of furled at the edges, a little bit worn. It's still readable. And you can see that at the center of it is an X that, it's a very strong pronounced X, and it's nestled in some nearby hills. So Brill brings it over to you, and you all crowd around to see. So this is where the Void Shamans have their monastery. It's secret, so it can be hard to find. But if you enter through this, and he kind of like describes to you how to get there based on the map, it's not that far from here. They were pushed to the edge of the shard to avoid detection, so you don't have that far to go. But it's a bit treacherous. You should be well stocked now with your garments. And then Kess chimes in, and here's some food for the journey. You might need some extra energy.
Absolutely.
I believe you will find Bend, and I'm so grateful that you came here.
Thanks for letting us in. We stayed quite a while.
Yes.
You're welcome to stay as long as you need.
Thanks.
But it sounds like you two want to be bonded, so.
Oh, so desperately.
Well then.
Bye.
Kess hugs every single one of you.
Yeah.
I was busy copying down the map.
And then Brill hugs each one of you, and you say your goodbyes.
Love you guys.
Aw.
Bye.
Like, I pat Peely on the
goodbye to
head
so many
one more
friends.
time. It's like, we'll be back soon, but don't worry about it. We'll be okay.
They've given Peely a little bit of that berry preserve that Fennel made, and Peely is actually like really into it. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Get him on the soft
I
stuff.
got more.
My
It's not.
What?
Like methadone or something? You know, methadone?
It's just berry.
Yes, it's sugar.
He's a dragonfly methadone.
It's like methadone.
It's alcohol before it becomes alcohol.
It's the
Sugars are
nicotine patch.
non-fermented. Yes.
The nicotine patch.
Yeah,
vortex.
he's
This
not
is a
going
beautiful
cold turkey.
solution,
He's
yeah.
not going cold turkey.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's one way to do
I
it.
have more.
All right, so you all venture out into the cold, and you can feel, you even have like these knit hats. By the way, the vines, so you know how in our world, if you have a warm, chunky knit sweater that keeps your body heat in, but the cold can cut through it, so you get a windbreaker over it. That's how the vines are working. The vines are the chunky knit sweater that keeps your warmth in, but they just needed something to break the wind. God. Why do I keep saying weird stuff like that?
breaking it. Fart.
Was that a
Overlight.
fart button that you just
Over fart. Hey, try to whistle again. Yeah! Fart.
just like that?
Is it to me that sounds nothing like a whistle?
No, you don't hear that. It's
No,
Perfect.
I don't.
Isn't that like a whistle?
I mean,
It was like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're improving, actually.
butt whistle.
Awesome. I don't know what that means, but I did.
I'm still impressed that Glim was able to whistle at all. I mean, like, I don't have lips. You don't have lips either.
I do. I'm a mammal.
People whistle through their teeth,
I sort of have lips.
as well as
Thinking of
That's
dogs
true.
with lips.
Dogs don't have lips. Don't think about it too deeply.
I mean, they're not like luscious big fat lips.
I
They're
have,
really thin.
I,
It's like
as a
line.
gorilla, have luscious big fat lips.
Dip.
Yeah.
nice.
Lips.
All right.
I'm so cute.
She uses plumper.
Wow, that seems
Wow.
like some
It's
information
the
you shouldn't
ice.
share
It's
with.
just the ice. You just inflate
Yeah.
them with the ice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
She cannot feel her face ever.
Blah, 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 blah. Let's go find Jen. Let's do it. Oh, Jen.
Chenu, we talked about this.
This is a very serious game.
So you all are on the road doing this. This is the conversation. Listen,
Oh god, I hope that's clipped.
you're on the road. Mont, so you were able to make a good copy of the map so that they could keep theirs, which is very kind of you. And of course, they would have given it to you because they're very. But that was
Because we
great.
bought it.
Okay.
Done enough.
So I see.
When we
Unos
come
is
back,
money.
this belongs to us, right?
Unos' money is everyone's money. I see how it works.
Yes. That is how it works. You're our sugar daddy.
Who knows?
Okay, so you all are on the road. So you all are on the road, and as soon as you are like, let's say, yeah, you're about 50 feet or so outside of the cottage. You can see that coming from this side, this edge of the shard, the land starts to dip upwards, and in front of you, you see some hills. They're not mountains or anything, but they're like some foothills. And you start to recognize, you see from the pattern, there's about 5 different foothills that make a semicircle. As you face them, they kind of make like a crescent in front of you. So you're seeing it from the side. Does that make sense? Yes, okay. Yeah, it's like a backward C in front of you of about 5 different foothills. You can't see the tops of them because it's very snowy and windy. But you can see that you're pretty close. But as Brill said, it seems like it's going to be a treacherous journey. But you start off on that journey, and I will have you do one more hazard test. You're full up on health.
Yeah.
What were the dice
Yeah.
again for that?
So that was
Like a resistance.
Might.
Might and resistance?
yes. Although someone did something different, right?
Oh, did I?
She did well.
Does anyone have athletics? Yes, you do have athletics.
I do.
If you don't have resistance, I'll let you do athletics. Let's do resistance might or athletics might. And then
And I think I did will resistance last time.
you did will resistance. Yeah, okay, because those are the same rating for you anyway. Will resistance.
Or I could do will
Right?
resolve. It's
Oh, will.
they're the same.
Wills? Oh, sorry, I was looking at vigor and might.
Ooh, you get to add one.
Nice. Okay, so that's.
You know what? I will let. Yeah, you can do will.
I think that's what I did last time.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I feel like, yeah, that works for your void shamanism. Just like I will myself to not
willing-
freeze to death.
Right.
I do not notice pain.
Yeah.
0 or a 10? 0's 10, right?
0's 10,
It's 10, right?
right?
This one?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Oh, perfect. I got it.
The single digit. Yeah.
It's 100.
Well, we're not doing
Oh, what-
successes,
okay.
so it's your highest.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, the
highest.
highest is 8.
So
And you got a flare.
Wait,
so
the
it's
high
11.
11.
Yeah, good.
That.
You get to add.
Can I do will because it's my core virtue?
Will resistance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try that one more time.
11.
Believe in you,
You're going to
Clinton.
save us all, Ludos.
Yeah. For real. Oh.
Well, I got a luminous then.
It's not success.
Oh,
it's just your
highest
It's the
number.
highest.
Every time.
So you're
So
at a 7.
7.
Now, oh wait, the spirit die. The spirit die
If
in
you get a flare,
hazard
you can
test. What was it?
add 1.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's an
great.
open
Yeah,
test.
7.
Where?
You.
But did we get any bonuses since they gave us clothes? They gave us, what was the point of them giving us a bunch of like winter clothes if they're not going to affect our hazard
That you
test?
won't die like immediately? Because before you stepped off the ship and you were like, bleh. But now you're going to be able to make the journey. This is just to see how
Okay, sure.
how
Yes.
weathered you will be when you
Sure,
get there.
got you.
Okay.
You won't die.
Well, you won't die immediately.
All right.
God, what if we die?
Okay, so
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing. You just sit here silently for another
died.
6 hours.
all right. So
I have a backup.
who has low? Who has a lower than a 7 as their as their highest?
Me.
You two?
Yeah.
Okay. How much lower? What do you have?
6.
5.
Okay. So
No, 5, I think. Also 5. Yeah, I got what
you got 5.
Yeah,
5.
we both got.
Okay. So when you all arrive, it's a long journey. It's very weathering and weary. It's cold. You do absolutely need to use your will because you're bundled up and you feel cold, but you're like, I'll physically survive this. But it's a long journey, so you have to will yourself to keep going. And you finally do arrive to the vicinity of where that X is. You see a small village up ahead. And by the time you get there, Fennel and Chenu, the bottoms of your feet are just getting your toes are getting a little frozen, right?
Yeah.
And Fennel, your branches are starting to some of them are falling off a little bit, just a little bit. It's like losing hair, you know?
Okay.
Although a little worse because it's part of your body. Anyway,
Little frostbite.
yeah, you have a little frostbite on some branches. You have some toesies that are very cold. And you both take 2 points
Okay.
of your health. Or, sorry, just 1. Just take 1, yeah. Because yeah. But the rest of you manage just fine. The rest of you get there without taking any health. You're all just tired. All right. So now you have arrived at this village. You see... what you see is you've now entered basically this little valley that the crescent makes of the hills. At the bottom of it, you see about 5 or 6 different cottages, or they look a little bit less sturdy than a cottage, so you can tell it's kind of some type of sturdy tent, maybe a thick burlap type tent up ahead. In the center of this scattering of tents, you see a bonfire, and it looks like it's kind of dug into the ground, and there's a fire going in the middle. So you approach this village, and you see some people who start to notice you. They look up, they don't move, but they look at you.
Do they look like they might be monks?
Could I maybe hold my black meditation sphere out as sort of a symbol of solidarity, I guess?
Absolutely. Yeah. So as you all are approaching Takme, you pull your black meditation sphere out, and you probably go in front of the group as well. As you approach, you get closer and closer. Now you are within this small village, and the people who are by the bonfire, they've gotten a good look at you, and they see the meditation sphere. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm Takme, previously of the Silent Stone Order. This is my Hamanu Chenu, and these are our friends.
And you all want to be void shamans?
No, just them. We're friends.
Okay, you don't need to have that adverse of a
Yeah,
reaction.
it's
okay?
more of oh, no, thank you, but thank you for asking.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you
We're
for
telling them
asking.
all about the void all the time.
Thanks,
It's
but
an honor
no.
to be considered,
Yes.
honestly.
There we go.
Of course, anyone is welcome, but there's no
I don't like
pressure.
dying.
What was that?
What?
Hmm?
I don't want to die.
I'm not dead.
That's the
You know,
philosophy of
we're
my
dead,
people.
like-
No, my people don't want to die. I just don't
Nobody
wanna
wants to die. Who's
Every
dying
time you talk
here?
about the
See,
void,
this
that
is-
sounds like you're going to the dark place, that you're about to die. Oh, you were talking
You
about
have not listened
wanting
to anything I've said this entire time.
Yes.
They're just death positive.
Yeah.
death positive.
He likes
Yes.
the darkness.
Well,
That's an oxymoron, bro.
I mean, you're mortally terrified of death. They just see it as another part of the overlight. Like the absence of the light is not like it's not that the light is gone entirely.
hey!
There's room for the unknown in there.
Wow.
I've been listening,
You
just like you
sure
don't have to
have.
be as terrified.
You notice that there's like 5 of the monks now who have joined you, and they're all like listening to the Tyrixian, like, oh, that's right.
I look up and I'm like, oh no, no.
Yes, preach, yes,
You should
thank
join
you.
them.
Thank you. Oh,
Yes,
You
voice
don't know-
explain
no,
to us.
Thank you.
Please voice explain.
Voice.
That's really good.
I'm trying to distill down what they have told us over the course of our journeys together. It's been really enlightening, the different ways to look at the overlight and the absence thereof is all. But I'm done void-splaining, and
We're
will
mostly
happily
here
defer.
for moral support.
It sounds like you taught your friends very well about the void.
Tried.
Except me.
Some of them are not very receptive.
Well, that one, he'll come around.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Oh, I imagine so.
I'm thinking we bury him in the snow.
Yeah?
Why is that your solution to everything?
My go-to.
Bury him in the snow. What if there's no snow? What do you do then?
On Zenith?
Yeah, it's
What if
only
we're not on Zenith?
If we're not on
What if
Zenith,
we're,
we'll
like,
find another
back
way.
on Banyan?
There's always something to be buried in.
On that, you all follow the void shaman monks into one of the nearby tents, where there's yet another fire in the center, and they
Fire in the middle of the field.
in the middle of the tent, middle of the tent, right down the middle of the tent. So they hand you some warm beverages, and you all converse now with the shaman monks. The shaman monk who first talked to you has led you in, and now a couple of others have filtered in. There's about probably like 10 shaman monks in here. So shaman monks, void shaman monks, can come from any other monastery, not just the Silent Stone. So some of them are probably dressed similarly to you, Takme, but some of them are basically void shamanism is an offshoot of Zenith monk orders. So some of them are dressed differently because they're from different monasteries. And so one of them, who is dressed in a bright, like purpley, jewel-toned robe, kind of like trounces over to you all. Hello!
Oh, hi.
Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Who are you?
My name is Fennel. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you, Fennel.
What's your name?
I'm Fennel.
What?
I have no name. Doesn't matter.
Can I name you?
Oh, no. I take any name, all names. See, I am one with the void. I've reached the void, and so I am everything and I am nothing.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Are you here to reach the void too?
They are. We need to find a guy with a weird name. Bend.
Bend.
Yeah, to bond them.
That was my name once too.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, when I was in that other tent where Bend is, I took his name because we were talking, and I took whoever's name who I talked to, I take their name.
Are you guys gonna do that
Bend.
too?
Well, so you mentioned that you were in a tent
Yes.
with Ben.
Bend.
Yeah, can you point us to the tent?
Uh-huh.
Can you point?
Do you have a Hamanu?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought I almost offended you.
No.
Where is your Hamanu?
Over here. And they point to a Hamanu who's just sitting in the corner reading a book. Has one monocle.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. Oh, we are fancy folk. Oh, we are.
Has a monocle and is just every once in a while taking notes and highlighting.
Does your Hamanu have a name?
What do you think?
No. Okay, this is weird.
If Fennel thinks it was weird, it must really be weird.
Terrifying.
I can see the void in all of you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, kind of.
In me?
Wonderful.
How much is in me?
Oh, your void is covered by lots of overlight. I'm sorry. Oof, I would just scrub that overlight off of your void and just let the void come through.
No, I'm okay with this.
You have a lot of void. Oh, your void is just mwah, beautiful. Oh, love it.
The nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh,
Do him.
him?
Don't.
He comes from the bottom shard.
The lowest of
don't.
the. Oh.
What?
Don't you?
It's not a
Downstairs.
Pyroy.
I'm from Vale.
Whoopsie.
Oh, so you're from the top shard? Is that the top
I'm
shard?
above Vale. No, I'm above.
Top is
Vale.
Nova Pendra. We haven't seen any of those folks yet.
Nope, not
I'm
yet.
above. I'm above.
Pyroy.
Pyro, exactly.
I thought you grew up in Pyroy or
Yeah.
something.
What's your
Second
connection to Pyroy?
No, I don't have a connection with Pyro.
Or
It was long enough.
Oh, you're second to last.
Yeah, so I made that mistake earlier.
that's what
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But so so Udo's has a might as his core virtue, which
is the
from
virtue
Pyro. Yeah.
of that's
Yeah,
fine.
and I think we did establish that you studied Pyroid culture because you had a good role and you knew something about the shovel tusk, I think.
Yeah,
so
right.
it was like
Yes.
because you had studied.
Longano Pyroy?
Longano is also Pyroid.
Is
Yeah.
she still with us?
Yeah.
We ignore her so much.
Pyro is just, just here is like just along for the ride to help you. It's just,
Yeah.
for company. Yeah.
And Odgar is cuddly and warm, so it's all welcome here.
So this void shaman, this purple void shaman, looks at you. This one. What? Ooh, you know what I see? I see behind that mask. It's just a box of void. There's no head. There's no face. It's just void.
A box?
Is that you don't have a face?
No, I'm pretty sure he has a face.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Neither have I, but I don't need to see things to believe.
Well, I mean, that's what I would want to see. I don't know what you actually have behind the
I'm not
mask.
taking my mask off.
I want to know.
No.
What's back there?
Well, if
Sorry.
it really is void and he took his mask off, it could kill all of us.
I guess that's fair. All right.
I
can
would've-
keep
Do
it
you
on
have
if
a
you
void
want.
behind your mask? Is that what it is? Is that why you wear it?
I don't know, but I do not. If it involves dying, I don't want to hear about it. I don't even want to talk about
Do
it.
you die if you take your mask off?
I don't want to find out.
Hasn't any of your people taken their mask off?
Yes, they have. They have. Nothing bad happens. It's just not customary.
What?
It's
what?
disrespectful.
Oh.
What happened to them once they took their masks off?
Well, no. Other Armels can take their mask off with one another if they're intimate. If they have a certain relationship with one another, then they can
Hang
take
on.
the mask
This
off.
is going on flirting.
But
Take off mask.
or if I see you down the street, walking down the street, I'm not gonna go, "Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?" Nah, and then put it back on. Nah.
If we become close enough friends,
Right.
can I see your face?
Are you prepared for that kind of relationship with Udos?
I am just
Well,
afraid
I
that
mean-
you will.
Just a friend.
I'm afraid of what will happen, and I don't know what'll happen. So I much rather keep on.
Do you have like laser eyes? If you take your mask off,
I don't
it'll
think it's
just.
quite like that. I think it's just like I
Is it
said,
like-
it's something that I don't want to explore. I don't want to even try.
Is it like a squid?
I don't know. My face is it's decent. Looks nice.
I bet you have beautiful eyeballs made of void.
That's kind
Maybe
of.
this conversation is making me very uncomfortable. Maybe we could talk about
Ask
his voice.
ask a question about the void. Is there something that you want to know about the void?
And how
How
your
can
whole
I live
face is
forever?
void?
Whoa.
You want to know how to live forever?
Yes.
Well, you must become one with the void. Once you are one with the void, your spirit and your animus and everything that makes you who you are becomes the void. I cannot die. I cannot die.
Dying is not
I
disappearing
This
or going away.
fascinates me. I'm interested in the void now. You
That's
cannot
all
die.
it took. I feel like I told you that at some point.
I'm sorry, you're just a poor communicator.
I mean, that's true.
Ooh, that's kind of rude.
You have a
To
lot
be
of the
fair-
void in you.
I'm just honest.
Showing your
The void is honest too. It does not pretend to be something it is not.
So if you show somebody else your void, is that considered flirting?
There's no real, well, sure, but there's not really a way that
I'm
to
writing it
visibly, it's more of a feeling.
Well, if he takes off his mask and he has a void down there, I mean,
this is all so hypothetical, and we're trusting this sprightly monk with a lot of truth, and
and now
and I must
the monk just
say,
starts like clapping and dancing.
they are quite fun.
They're very delightful.
They really are,
they
but
might have had some nectar.
they just might have. I just want us all to know that there's not one way to access the void. Their way may not be our way, may not be your way either.
Well, we should go find your void shaman and get you bonded.
So at this moment, yes, this monk mentioned and pointed towards another tent, and the flaps to this tent open, and you see a about like I want to say 5'8" Harkeen descended monk walks in. He has a beard. He looks pretty young, maybe like late 20s. And he has a bald head just like the other monks, but a very scruffy beard. And he has these two hoop earrings.
I like his earrings.
So he walks in, pulls down his hood, and looks around, looks at you all.
Hi, I'm Fennel.
I'm Takma.
You two recognize this as Bend, the monk.
Because we met.
You did,
we
you
met
did
him
meet
on-
him on Banyan,
on
yeah.
Banyan. Do you remember us?
Of course, I remember you.
Oh, good.
And me, do you remember me?
Of course, how could I forget you? You two, your bond is so strong. I felt it as soon as I was near you.
We are meant to be bonded.
Yes.
We found that out earlier than, most folk find it out. But we have one last task before us, which is to officially bond us.
Yes, you've made it back here from Banyan. It must have been so difficult.
Do you know what would have made it easier, Bend, if you just wound up not leaving Banyan? We were all there. We were all on the same shard. We were so ready. And then, oh boy, you travel away 2 shards above, and now we're playing Follow the Goose with you.
I understand.
It's a game.
Right. I want to play that.
An old Hamanu game.
It's an old Hamanu game.
Follow the goose, then rip its head off and drink the blood out of its neck. I'm familiar.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called.
I wanted to play this game until.
Quaff, quaff, goose.
Duck, duck, quaff.
Duck, duck, quaff.
I'm sorry to play games with you, although that is a very fun game. I understand.
I'm teasing. Of course you didn't do it on purpose.
I'm sorry. I had some obligations back here. I had to bring some supplies back to the Void Shamans. And you're here. You're here. You made it. You made it back to your home shard because you should be bonded. You deserve to be bonded.
Yeah.
Quite.
Do you want to be bonded?
Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
I've only been saying that every hour of every day.
Right. Really, truly, that is true.
Very thirsty, apparently. That's what you called me, thirsty, right?
Thirsty, do you want to drink? Here. Do you want some more drinks?
Bond thirsty.
Euphemistic. Bend.
Oh.
I just very desirous of making their connection.
Let's get bonded!
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Picked
go.
up some lingo. All right. Well, let's do it. And then Ben claps his hands and looks around at the rest of the monks in the room. Listen, everyone. We are to perform a bonding ceremony right now, right here. We have these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people who are our bondmates, or they should be, they will be right now. Let us perform this ceremony, everyone. And so the rest of the room starts gathering things. You see them bring some boxes out and start taking out some rugs and some prayer mats and candles and things and setting up a bit of a makeshift altar. There is a fire and a stove in the middle of the room, so they move to the back of the tent and set up for the ceremony there. And they kind of usher you all. They guide you to your spots and your places, and they begin to perform the ceremony.
Hold on, Udos.
Yes.
Didn't you say you were a minister of sorts on your own shard?
I was, but that was I did that. I was ordained on the internet. That was just.
What is that?
You know what I mean?
Well,
That's
sure,
just-
but I mean, I know this might not be customary, but Udos did say that he had at least some experience with specific rituals and ceremonies, and as we all come from a different monastery, and in the same vein, he basically comes from a different shard. So at this point, he knows us more than any of you, and I wouldn't mind him saying some words.
At this point, the purpley, sprightly monk says, "Ooh, I would love to hear some words from Udos."
My favorite, my absolute favorite. Can we keep them?
Ben steps forward and says, "That would be wonderful. And yes, you're absolutely right. That is in the spirit of void shamanism. We all come from different monasteries, and we welcome your rituals if you would like to speak some words."
Sure, I would. I just don't want to overstep my boundaries. And is that okay? Okay.
The void has
Give it a
no
shot.
boundaries.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do it, you have to at least believe in the void a little bit.
I think he does by now.
I'm fascinated by it.
Perfect.
And the eternal life of the void.
Yes, for sure.
So Ben begins the ceremony and goes through the standard. Starts off with the silent stone monastery bonding ritual words. Takes you two's hands and places them on each other's foreheads.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
There
it's
you
so
go.
beautiful.
And then he says his words. He has some herbs that he is burning around you and things. And then he turns to Udos. Would you like to say yours?
Yes. You don't have to look at me while I'm talking. Just want to say a few words. We've all journeyed with these people. We all knew that they were bondmates because we can see that the relationship between these two are very strong. We all knew that. I don't need to express how connected they are, but we take this ceremony as a mark in time, a moment to cherish their bond, and may they be forever bonded perpetually, and may the void envelop their bodies, their spirit as well. Amen.
That was really
Amen.
good. That was very
Sorry about the amen part. I don't know if any of you guys are religious or not.
No,
Sorry.
I believe it. Breathe.
My eyes are steaming.
Watery.
Oh, it's just so cold here.
No, I'm emotional and
They're misting.
Yeah, misting. Yes.
Steaming.
They're being cooked out of my skull.
Oh, my boiling eyeballs.
And now the bonding ceremony has been completed. The monks have also set out a beautiful feast. You all feast.
Immediately. What up? I'm here.
Oh, I'm so glad that we are finally connected. in this way.
Me. Oh, how do you feel, man?
Well, this does not cause me pain anymore, so I am quite fond of it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm feeling like the best I've ever felt ever. I don't ever want to stop talking to you this way.
Right, but what if other people try to talk to us?
Like, good luck. I'm just kidding. All right, I'll get out of here.
Okay. Oh, you really got me. It was a good one.
Yeah, I'm never leaving.
So you two are now happily conversing telepathically. Everyone's feasting. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back. Stay tuned for the rest of episode 4, Out of Thin Air.
What camera do we look at?
All of the camera. Welcome back to Overlight. Yay.
How am I bad at that cue every time?
I'm No, it's okay. I'm totally pimping you guys out.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay,
I'm just.
We
silly.
like it.
No, yeah. I want to cheer. I just missed the cue.
Join in
it's
on
okay.
the fun.
I do it for like dramatic pause. Hey guys.
I love it. I love it. Yes, perfect. We are going to pick up our story in just a moment, but I want to give another thank you once again to Renegade Game Studios for creating this lovely RPG Overlight. Check them out, renegadegamestudios.com. And also, thank you so much for this beautiful gift of a custom Overlight dice tray to Dogmite. Check them out if you haven't already. DOGMIGHT. We'll start up our story again. So yes, you all are just feeling warm and fuzzy. You just celebrated the bonding ceremony. The
I can't get out of your head, girl.
Whoa.
the Void Shamans set you up with some pretty cozy bedrolls and cots and things. And so you are exhausted. You all fall dead asleep. You have the best sleep ever because it's so cozy inside and so cold outside.
It's like a slumber party with us, though, where you just
You're
keep
still
talking to me and I'm trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You sleep?
like,
Are you sleep?
stop.
Are you asleep yet? Are you asleep yet? Are you? Well, are you though? Are you? If you're not sleeping, you have to say you're not sleeping.
I'm trying.
What are you trying to do?
Chino. I'm trying to sleep, Chino.
All right. Well, how's it going?
The whole night this is happening. You're just so excited because you finally got bonded.
Yes!
And so you two are kind of pretty much up all night talking telepathically. And I want you to, during this night, do a perception roll.
Ooh, a perception roll. Great.
Yeah.
And wisdom.
This is a perception wisdom.
Sense the
for
darkness to
Chenu, you both have perceptions. Yes.
All right, that is 6s and 8s.
Perception wisdom is what you said.
This is a night.
Oh gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no, that is a nothing. I am in your head, and that is all that I am.
All right.
You're just too focused on talking.
I also got a nothing.
So you two are so in each other's heads. You just, that's all you notice. You don't, whatever. It's all fine. Yeah. You're like,
I'm good with
boopity
it.
boopity. Yes. Back and forth in your heads.
Zip, zip.
What?
Zip. Now you say zap.
I don't.
Or zip, zap.
I don't
Say
wanna,
zap.
I don't want to play a game right now.
Zip.
Chino.
Meanwhile, I wake up every so often. Like, it's so quiet in here.
Why are you waking
Ma,
up?
you wake up. You don't hear a thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just stir occasionally, and it's for the first time in our whole journey since we met Takma. It's like
Yeah.
dead
Very
silent.
quiet.
What? I'm not
Yeah.
The
that
rustling of the
talkative.
leaves.
I think that I've created this little pseudo bassinet for myself out of my roots, and I'm just rocking myself to sleep.
Oh my god!
You're your own baby.
All right. So, Matt, you do wake up a couple times because you're a bit restless, and whenever you try to go back to sleep, you keep having the same dream.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, yes, and. I just hate that idea because it's super ominous.
Yeah.
So the dream that you keep having has to do with you used some chroma recently, and you just keep feeling in this dream you keep feeling the flow of those virtues flow through you, and you're imagining that you're tethered again to the dragonfly or to other animals. You imagine that your paroxysm of feathers is active, and you're using it against just using it in the world. So you feel the flow of the blue of the logic, the green of the compassion for the beast tether. You feel the paroxysm of feathers, virtues of will and might. You feel those colors and the yellow and the red kind of twisting through you. And it's kind of like the way that when you have a low-level anxiety dream, it's not disturbing per se, but it's annoying because your brain just won't stop. And it's it just keeps being like, nah, do you remember this feeling? And it just keeps reminding you. You also start to, whenever you go back to sleep, you also, actually, I'm going to have you do a roll to see if you notice anything else about this. Perception wisdom.
Alrighty, so I'm very unperceptive and not very wise either.
All right, cool.
Only 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, untrained. Okay, so you.
Dang. Uh-oh. We should never have taken a break.
I'm very sleepy.
Okay, so you're so it's this low level, kind of just like a little bit annoying, but not like very disturbing, and you feel the chroma just kind of like twisting through you. Won't let your brain just go to sleep fully. Fennel, you are nestled in your own roots, rocking yourself to sleep.
That's cute.
And you also are just not sleeping as soundly as you wish you were. And for you, your dreams are also about some chroma that you've used recently. You used Mind Strike a few times. Mm-hmm. And so you're feeling that yellow of the will and the red of the might kind of twisting through your brain. You can't stop doing this in your dream, no matter what. You're like, shut up, stop it. And you keep doing this, and you just keep seeing the red lightning strike from your brain. And do a perception wisdom roll.
Okay. 2, 3, 6, 3,
Whoa.
and a flare.
Wow, that's
I'm gonna use that flare and make it 4.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's a really good roll. That's a radiant success.
I'm good at brain stuff.
So in your dream, you keep doing the Mind Strike over and over and over, and the yellow lances out, and you just can't get your brain to quit doing that. It's also not disturbing. It's just kind of strange. It's a little frustrating and strange. But you also do notice in your Mind Strike, you notice that there are some shapes, shapes that are geometric. They seem to, every time you use your chroma, it lances out, and it's almost as if the lightning bolt is made up of small shapes, geometric shapes that grow and twist and turn. And it reminds you of something you saw recently.
Was it the chroma light coming in from the cave?
Yeah.
Do I get the sense that this is just me seeing how chroma is manipulated in our world?
You're not sure what to make of it. So with the radiant success, you recognize it and you remember, like, oh, this kind of looks like from that space, the cave, the temple. Mm-hmm. Is that what you said? Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you recognize that it's a similar geometric pattern as what you saw in that temple back on Banyan. And beyond that though, all you know is that this dream is very repetitive and it keeps doing that, and you're seeing those fractal shapes in your dream. Okay. Udos.
I'm asleep.
You're asleep.
Don't get out of my head, Eliza. No, just sleep.
Are you asleep? You sleeping yet?
Yeah.
So Udos, you are sleeping very soundly as well, but or not as well, but you're sleeping more soundly than the other two. But that's not. It's not for lack of your mind being restless. Your mind is also still very restless. And similar to you don't know this yet, but similar to your companions, you keep seeing those two chroma you recently used, Visage of Terror. So the yellow will and the red might of both of those, they have the same virtues. Visage of Terror and Wrathful Strike. In your mind, you keep going over and over. You're back on Vale in your dream, and it's very repetitive. You're doing this to try to summon your Wrathful Strike, and it goes through you and shoots down into the ground. And then the Visage of Terror flows up and shoots out of you. So it's almost like you're being drawn by these two different chroma in different directions. You feel it coursing through you. You can't stop doing it for some reason, but it's not disturbing. It's just strange, a little frustrating. Go ahead and do a perception roll.
Why?
You're gonna die.
I don't have perception and wisdom either, so...
You must have wisdom.
I mean, I do. It's D6.
It's a D6.
But
Okay.
I mean, no perception,
So 4 D6.
Okay.
And a spirit die.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
And nothing.
Is that...
Is that a 3, 3, 2, and a 1?
Yeah.
So you got a flare.
You got that flare, which you can bank. It's a spear point. So yeah, that's the extent of what you experience in the dream. Okay, so, and then all this is happening as you two are.
Yeah.
Okay, so the morning comes, and you all wake up in this tent, and by morning...
Are you sleeping?
You know.
Are you asleep yet? Now are you sleeping? Now?
Poor timing.
What about now?
You make that noise in my head.
No wonder Takma's so unintelligible during the rest of the time. She doesn't get to sleep.
Such a dick. Also, unintelligible. What do you mean?
I mean,
You said she
nothing.
talks a bunch and that she's unintelligible. What do you want to say? What do you really want to say?
Is this Takme talking to Mat?
No, this is Savannah talking to John.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Listen.
You wake up and you're very, you know what? Let's make this in character because you're very salty because you didn't sleep at all. You had a restless sleep. Everyone's wakes up feeling a little something.
I'm tired but happy.
Oh my god.
I had a really weird dream. I kept doing all of my chroma over and over and over, and I couldn't get out of this cycle. And I saw these like weird. You remember when we were in the cave and we were all standing in the overlight, the glow that was coming down, all those shapes that were on the wall? I kept seeing that coming off of, like, when I did my mind strike.
I had the same dream, but it was about my chroma, and my chroma was flowing through me. It was going down like this, and it wasn't really sinking in when I was trying to call on it. And it just kept repeating over and over and over, and it just kept waking me up. It was pretty annoying, to be quite honest.
I had the same experience. Just an endless loop of the light flowing through me as I tried to channel chroma.
Oh, sleeping. That sounds nice. What's that like?
It was. Did you not?
What's
Did
that
you
like?
not sleep?
No,
did you sleep?
not at all.
Can you?
I don't know. Chinu, why didn't I sleep?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, Chinu?
No, I'm not sure. Well, I kept asking if you were asleep because I care about you.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah. I was in her head the whole night. It was, I'm tired too, but I feel like what?
That's kind of mean. You wouldn't let her sleep.
Thank you. It's super mean.
It's sleep
Not
is the
mean.
best.
It's trying it out.
is
It's
the best.
no, we were figuring all of this
You
stuff
could have
out.
done that when she was awake.
Yeah, it's kind of
just
like,
saying.
sleeping is kind of like meditating, but without thinking.
Right, I know, and I also regret my actions, but come on, that was fun.
Don't worry. By tonight, I will have a way to put up a wall so you cannot communicate with me when I do not want you to.
Oh,
We'll get you a Magneto helmet.
that's a
What are you saying to me?
Wait, really?
Helmet.
already
You
drawing
speaking in puzzles is
boundaries.
not helping.
Helmet. That's a word that
No.
you know.
I hope you guys aren't regretting this bond.
I know, there's no regretting, although smart. I support this. Look, I might have invaded quite a bit, and I really saturated your mind. So anyway,
I
I'm
want to
kind
set
of.
up some boundaries.
Well, that's what she's saying, and I support that, but come on, that was kind of cool. It was cool. We had fun, didn't we?
You guys just got bonded. You should celebrate that.
That's
Be
what-
happy.
see,
Be
that-
happy. Enjoy it.
That's
But
what-
I think some boundaries are healthy if one of you isn't having such a great experience.
Also,
I know. Okay. I'm sorry. I got overexcited forever. But anyway,
Just
it'll
like
wear off.
before, where you were
Well-
doing it without telling me, and it was physically hurting me, and you still kept doing it.
Yeah.
we'll find you some coffee.
Look, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna be better. I'll be better.
Speaking of puzzles, you.
I'm here. I have coffee here.
Oh,
All right. So I'll make a deal with you right
are
now.
very irritable without sleep.
I'm not going to jump into your brain. The next time either one of us communicates telepathically, you're going to be the initiator.
Well, if it's an emergency, I want you to do it. But not everything is an emergency.
Right.
Like asking me if I'm awake is not an emergency.
No, I know.
You don't know.
No,
You
I
obviously
do.
don't
I
know.
know. I really do. But I was having a laugh, and it was fun, and it
A
was
laugh for
8 hours? That's a really long
She has very serious belly.
Bend comes in, followed by Longano and Hamanu.
Undo it.
Sever the bond.
Bend looks at you and says, "Oh,
I want a refund.
you know what?
Subscribe.
New bond mates. Meet. This is my Hamanu, Fricks.
Hi, are you the worst?
Fricks says, "No, I would take offense to that if I didn't completely understand what you're going through." Bend and I also, I'm guessing you were telepathically up all night.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Well, it's exciting to have a telepathic link, and you're likely to.
And I know I abused the right. I've apologized, but it was a little intense. So
It was your first night being telepathically linked, and you'll learn each other's boundaries, and
yeah, we will.
Oh.
Why are you laughing?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying I will. I know.
So Fricks and Bend are both carrying like pots with steaming coffee in them.
Bean juice.
Bean juice. And Longano comes in behind them.
Oh no, that's what it is.
Hot bean juice.
You're
That's exactly
welcome.
what it is.
Yeah.
Longano comes in behind them carrying a basket and she says, "Look what they made." And she offers you some pastries, some like really fluffy, biscuity pastries.
Just gonna start to shovel them. Just all of them I can get my hands on.
And Longano starts thinking, "I'm gonna get the recipe from them. Maybe I can make this on Banyan. I don't know."
Oh my God, if you could make that would be the best. I want 1 million of these. They're the best. I've never tasted anything as good as this, and I want all of them.
And then Fricks and Bend are pouring you all coffee. And how did you sleep? They're just asking you.
I had weird dreams.
Actually, maybe you can provide us some guidance on some of the dreams we had.
We're all Skyborn for the first part. So we all get to use really weird chroma.
Yeah, and the three of us had recurring dreams where the overlight was flowing through our body as we cast chroma over and over again on loop, and it was like we were awake but not, like we didn't get rest.
And I saw these geometric shapes and these designs that were like I can use Mind Strike, and I just like pew a little laser beam of yellow light, and I saw all of these shapes coming off of it, and it like bamfed into shapes.
Bend and Fricks look confused at each other. Bend says, "I have no idea. I mean, I'm not very well versed in the overlight, especially since I am a devotee of the void. I've never heard of Fricks. Have you heard of this?" And Fricks kind of strokes his fur. No.
What?
I overheard in one of the villages near the Crystal Monastery. I overheard some. I believe they were Skyborn. Some travelers. They were Harkeen. They were Harkeen Skyborn travelers, and they talked about a temple, places. I'm sorry, I should have been listening better, but this is not too long ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember very well. It was a temple, and they mentioned shapes and colors like that. It was overlight. I'm sorry, it sounded like overlight nonsense to me. I like the void too, so I didn't really listen very well.
Was the temple here on Zenith?
I don't know.
We need to find them.
We do.
Could you? And she's gonna take the map that they have in his drawing and put it out.
Is the village on this map?
It's on the inside of the shard. So if you keep going that way.
Okay.
She's gonna draw a little arrow.
Yeah.
How will we know the village when we see it? Does it have anything defining?
Oh, well, it's a Crystal Monastery village. The Crystal Monastery village is very big. I'm sure you know. It's the biggest village that we have on the Shard. You can't miss it.
I mean, obviously you're of the Void, ilk. Are they welcoming, or do they shun monks and Hamanu of the Void?
Oh, well, I never tell people that I'm with the Void shaman monks.
All right.
Even other Hamanu sometimes look down on that, but I am not accountable for other people's judgment.
Well, I have a suggestion. What if we go there and let them know that we're Skyborn?
Yeah.
That we aren't even of the Void, because technically we are all Skyborn.
It's true.
Correct?
That's true.
That's very
Give
smart.
them some of the truth and not all of it.
I mean, yeah, my eyes, one is white and one is black.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's really
You
cool.
better keep one of them closed then.
Right.
I can make you an eye patch.
Cool.
Let's just glue it shut.
That's
I don't think
a
that's
little
going to
dangerous.
stop her from talking to you in her sleep. In your sleep.
Are you looking for a punishment for me?
Why would I do that?
You could put a stain on her apron.
It's already. What didn't you get it messed
Yeah,
It's like covered in blood.
it is covered in
But
blood.
more.
I'll wash it with snow here in a bit.
So,
Don't worry. Revenge is a core pillar of being a void shaman.
Just like singing "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth" over and over and over for the next 5 nights.
That's not my least favorite song. No, my least favorite song is Tomorrow from Annie.
oh dear.
Now, that is an annoying tune.
There you go.
Noted.
No.
What's an Annie?
Frick says, I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful, but that's the closest thing to what you were talking about that I ever heard of. So
Hard.
You've helped tremendously, Fricks. I mean, without you, we wouldn't have anything to go off of, so
all right.
appreciate it.
Well, I do know that the crystal shards, they are the monks of the Crystal Wind. They're the closest descendants of the Diamond Queen, and that is a basically nothing short of a deity on Zenith.
She's the one who founded all of the Zenith orders.
Is she nice?
Well, she's dead.
Was she nice?
Was she nice? Well,
she?
she was quite productive. We owe everything really to her, as far as all of the orders, the law, the organization, even just the survival on Zenith. Definitely the bonding rights between Hamanu and monks.
I think if the Hamanus found her worthy, I mean,
I'm gonna assume she's nice.
she got dropped on Zenith many, many cycles ago, and the only reason she survived was because the Hamanu saw a light in her that they felt compassionate for. So I'd say that's a pretty good measure.
Judge of character. Mm-hmm.
I like her.
And she brought people in Hamanu together. Brought those two folk together. So we do owe her a lot.
That's pretty cool. Let's go to this place then.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff I want to figure out.
Oh, great. Yeah. So Ben stands up and says, well, now that you're bonded, yes, you have a whole world to discover together and also as a group. You seem like very good friends. We're learning a lot about each other and each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
Well said.
That's part of it.
Before we go, have you heard of a Hamanu named Moray?
Moray.
It's about 6'6", a black V on his chest.
Otherwise dark grey, bluish hair, fur. Older.
And a monk told us of an old friend that he had in this Hamanu, but they lost touch many cycles ago. And we were
Because
hoping-
there wasn't a community like this for Void monks and Void Hamanu. So they, instead of choosing and finding other like-minded people, they were just merely forced out and said, no, we can't join you together.
I cannot remember someone who looks exactly like that, but there are some older Hamanu living in the villages of the Crystal Monastery. Maybe one of them is just there hiding their void shamanism. And they are unbounded, you said?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a sad story, to be sure.
Very sad.
We're hoping to reunite the friends.
They were very nice to us, so we wanted to help them.
We bought their house.
We didn't buy their house. No.
That's very generous.
We didn't buy their house. We gave them some money for a donation to be
Yes,
nice.
all of us gave them a donation.
To be nice.
We put a lien on their house.
No, we didn't.
Technically, it's ours.
No.
They'll find that out later.
We didn't do anything like that. They're lying.
We're just
We were
teasing.
very nice to them because they were very nice to us. I made them some berry stuff.
Sounds delicious.
You want some? I have more.
Fricks is like, no, I don't like sweet things. I like the taste of blood.
Yep, makes sense.
You all feel me, right?
Oh,
We've seen
I
it.
understand you.
It's a lot.
yes, I wish I had something to drink, munch on, whatever, something living. But, oh well, soon.
So, Fricks and Bend pour you all some more coffee and help you gather your things. It sounds like you would like to go to the...
Yes, we're not a crew that
Crystal
stays
Spire.
put for very long, are we?
Nomads.
we have turned into that.
We got to take care of these things, and I don't want to have any more nights like this. It sounds like you guys had a rough night. Don't want any more of those either. So
We've got a lot to learn.
let's move on and grow.
Well,
as a group.
ours was definitely
Ready to learn.
able to be prevented, but whatever.
So, you all... This group is so wonderfully awkward at goodbye.
We're like already leaving. Did we say goodbye to them? Oh no!
We gotta go back.
So they send you off, and so you have your party in tow, Longono, the Shovel Tusk, and the 5 of you, and you got directions from Fricks.
Add it to the map.
Ben's Hamanu companion, added it to the map, and you set off in that direction. Once again, you are pretty nicely, warmly bundled up. You had a rest, so if you took any lower health, which I think you two did, you can restore that.
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah. 10.
And so, yes, you're on your way now towards the Crystal... Yeah.
Crystal community.
Yeah.
Crystal Spire.
Yeah, Crystal Wind Monastery, the village that surrounds the Crystal Wind Monastery. And as you were packing up, Bend and Fricks gave you a little bit more information, which was that this is the biggest, most populous monastery on the Shard. Their village is very expansive. There's probably there's like thousands of monks who are a part of this community, and the monks are able to have families because how else would they? There aren't very many not pilgrims, but people who come to the Shard anymore, like the original Harkeen settlers on this Shard to become monks, like the Diamond Queen. So they're a self-sufficient community. They have families. They're gender equal, so there's, men and women all shave their heads and wear the same types of robes. And you learned all this from Bend and Fricks. So you're on your way. Do one more hazard test.
No.
Dang it.
Is it the same?
It's the same, yes.
Okay.
What's up?
I've been rolling 8s when I should have been rolling 10s. I just realized that.
Well, good thing you didn't take any.
Right.
I think I've done that all. Oh, really?
Hey, what are you guys using? Are you guys using? What are we using again?
Resistance might.
Okay.
Resistance might. And if you use will before, you can use that again here.
Oh,
Oh, then I'm going to.
Nope.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, an 8. Oh,
Ooh.
oh man. I got 2 6s too.
7, 6.
Yeah.
8. Oh, wait. We're doing top one, right?
Yeah, the top
I got
number.
a 7.
7. Okay. What? 8.
10.
10. What did you get?
6 was
All
mine.
right.
Yeah.
And who
Wait,
just? Oh, you're still
I need
rolling.
One more D8. There it is.
Got it. All right. I see a 7.
7 there.
That's a 10.
Yeah, there's a 10.
Nice.
All
7
right.
and a 10. That's it.
Okay, so a 10. So we're looking at the top. So the highest, you had a 6?
6.
And everyone else had like a 7 or higher? Is that right? Okay. All right, so now that you've been bonded, you had a really wonderful, another feast, and you've rested well, you all are on the road, and you got this. You all feel really good. So, yeah. You're good.
Job.
We're acclimating.
Yes, you're acclimating. You have some pep in your step. So you're on the way to the Crystal. Why do I keep forgetting? Crystal Wind. It's Wind. Crystal Wind Monastery. And you roll perception.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do.
You roll
perception. Roll perception.
Nope.
Let's roll at the same time.
Ooh.
Dang it! But I did get
We got
I did get a.
Fen is good at brain stuff.
I'm good at brain stuff.
I got a point.
that mind strike to
Good,
mine.
smart brain.
Yeah.
Got 7 and a 6.
2. So 2.
2. Okay. Oh, and Ludus.
Ooh, you got 2.
We have a 10. We have 10 now. We had 9, but now we have 10.
Oh, right.
you got a
I'm not sure I mentioned on stream, but now that you two are bonded, you have shared spirit pool. So bonded Hamanu and Zenith monks will share their spirit pool.
So together we actually have 19.
Wow.
But because of all of the points that we all spent last time, we have 10 out of 19
All right.
between us.
Yes.
That's not bad.
And so if and when one of you shatters, then it affects the other. And,
It does.
Yeah.
If one of us shatters, the other one has to take a mark on their body that isn't like any sort of devastating mark, but it is sort
like
of
a permanent
yeah, like a
scar,
scar
yeah.
or a tattoo or something, and it reflects in kind of the some way that of the chroma that the other person had cast at the time.
Cool.
That is
So, now what did you all?
I had
I had 2.
You had 3, 2.
None.
Nada. 2. All right. 3, 2, 2. Okay. So you all got a luminous success. Yours was slightly more luminous, just a hair more luminous. Now, as you're walking along the path, the wind starts to pick up, and you 3 notice up ahead that there are 2 Harkeen. You can tell because of the size and shape, but they are bundled up because of the weather. They're about between like 5 feet and 5'7". They're Harkeen because they have long hair, or not shaved hair, I should say. One has like closely cut curly hair that's kind of like gold, like reddish golden, and the other one has natural, like Afro kinky hair that's in braids, loose, long braids. And so they're standing on the road. And so the 3 of you see them up ahead. They seem to be, you notice that they seem to be looking or waiting for something. They're looking up a lot. And there's not really anything to look up at. I mean, there's the hills, there's the wind and the snow, but it looks a little strange to you.
Okay, I'm gonna point that out to those guys and say,
Should we say hi?
Nope.
No? Oh.
Why?
Good thing I asked.
I don't know. I kind of want to keep our head down till we're.
But what if they're the Harkeen Skyborn? They might be.
You're not
I mean,
wrong.
they're not monks.
I could sneak up there and try to eavesdrop on what they're talking about. We could get a better notion of what they're doing.
I like that subterfuge.
That is smart. Okay.
Okay.
So I can use my brand new chroma.
You went shopping.
I went shopping. I took my experience and I spent it all in one place. Nice. I'm bad. But yes, Oath of Silence. So if I can get a success, I can pick one of the abilities, and one of those would be I succeeded in any stealth-based test automatically.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Stealth-based. Okay.
Yeah,
It's going to be will and will. So I'm going to roll 60 tens.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm going to read this real quick.
I hope you
Oh, yeah, go for it.
succeed.
Yeah, if you don't, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, that's gonna be really,
Yeah, this is
really
a-
Let me
devastating.
make sure I have D10s this time. I've been rolling D8s like a dawn. So that,
Like a donk.
1-8.
That's an 8.
And yeah,
8. And a 10. And a 9.
3.
3 successes. And
Cost 2.
and it costs 2, yeah.
Choo-choo. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I might try
All
to
right.
bump it though.
Well, oh, how many successes did you get?
I got 2, but I'm seeing if I want to bump it.
You got 3.
You got 3.
You got
You get 3.
Got
Oh, I mean,
three.
sorry, I got 3, but I'm seeing. I mean, but to get a brilliance, to get
Yeah.
the second level, I guess is what I'm trying to.
To radiant, yeah. Lovely.
So I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, if I can expend one more point,
Heck yeah, let's shatter.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for
That's the spirit.
a radiant success, which means during the scene I can use either the same ability twice or one of the other abilities listed. So
Great. So now you. Okay.
the first thing I'll use is the automatically succeed at a stealth-based skill check.
Great.
Or skill test, yeah.
So and yes, because you got brilliant, that means you can use this twice, right? Is that?
Yes.
Oh.
Or I can pick 2 things. I can do the same thing, or I can pick a different.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Which there's 3 options here. But
Okay.
This other one would come in handy if we needed to skedaddle.
Great. So what is the stealth-based task you would like to do? It's hard to say.
So I'm going to sort of like, or Takme is gonna like lower her hood down on her head and sort of like shrink down a bit just to make herself smaller, and then kind of dip around if there's like any rocks or like snow drifts or anything. Sort of dip around that and try to come up around the other side so she can get in a position to eavesdrop on the 2 in the road.
Great, yeah. So you're able to find some big rocks that are snow covered, obviously, but they're big enough that you can just crouch behind them, and around the corner of the rocks, you can hear these 2 Harkeen looking up at what appears. There's just nothing that they're looking at, but you hear them say, I think it's supposed to be here. It could be any moment. I think this is the time. I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait. Well, I'm cold, and I would really like to go inside. Zenith is not warm and toasty. Vina. Traya, it's fine. We will wait here. It's almost time. I think it'll be any moment now. We just have to wait here. It has to be. That's what we were told. It will appear. It will appear. We just have to be patient. So you kind of hear that conversation.
Okay. Okay. I'll sneak back to them, and then I'll relay sort of what I heard them overheard them say.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for something, but I don't know.
Should we wait too? Find out what it is?
Maybe we could just crouch here and see if anything comes. I don't know what will be coming in the sky.
Overlight?
Maybe.
Well, the overlight's already it's here.
Maybe like a concentrated beam, like in the cavern.
How close to these travelers did you get?
I could hear everything they were saying.
Could you see them?
Mm-hmm.
Could you see their eyes?
Were they iridescent?
I see their eyes.
You had Oath of Silence, so you definitely heard what they say. You did not see their eyes.
I don't know.
Because what if this is where the Skyborn headquarters appears. What if that's what they're looking for?
The what now?
Wait, yes, what?
There's a Skyborn headquarters?
I've heard tell of it. It moves and makes appearances all over the shards, but it's never predictable.
Okay,
What if
I want to go talk to them now.
I
you
I
sure?
do too.
What about if you guys stay back and we go talk to them?
I mean, I think if you're gonna go up there, we should all go up there in case something
Just in case
happens.
something goes wrong.
Yeah.
There's definitely more of us than there is of them.
True. What do you guys think? I want to go say hi.
Well, they seem harmless, at least versus us.
Should we do a perception roll?
Can we? Well, I
Oh,
don't know if we can perceive it.
Sorry, GM.
Nice
Or would it be
people.
more? Would it be more of an
Yeah.
intuition roll, just based on like their intuitions?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And if their intentions are bad, you keep saying you're thirsty, so
Yeah, that's true.
I really
Time to
am.
get your quaff on.
Can I use perception?
So, are you walking up to them and doing this, or are you just doing it
Yeah,
from where you are?
I'm gonna walk up.
You're gonna walk up. Okay.
Can I sort of retcon and assume I kind of picked up on the
Yes.
intuition level of that at some
Absolutely.
point? So that's 2 successes right there, and a flare.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 successes, and then I'm gonna give us a skill point with
You
that.
got that
flare.
back.
So what are we at now?
Well, if we got one, we have 8 now.
Okay. Who else would like to perceive? Udos, if you wanted to.
I have nothing in perception.
You were the one who.
I suggested it, but still,
Wait, in perception
Do you have
or
intuition?
intuition?
I have, yeah, well, it's 0 and then D6 and wisdom, so.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Let's see. Yes, you could roll that. Let me just look at.
Oh, are you kidding?
What? Whoa!
I only had
wow.
I had 1, 2, 3, and then a flare.
That's good.
Nice.
And you were untrained.
I was untrained too. Yeah.
That is a very good roll.
Awesome.
So I actually want to bank that spirit point.
All right.
So that's 9 now. So I'll just keep my 3. That's
And then
crazy.
Udos.
I'm just gonna take 6 of these 6-sided
Thank you.
ones with the spirit flare,
Oh wait.
or 3. Because it's 0
If you're
perception.
untrained, it's 4.
Yeah.
4 total.
My bad. Sorry.
Always trying to cheat.
That's how you do it. You're
Gonna game the system.
It's
Yeah.
the Udo's way. I'm so scared of death, and I always
Again, cheat my way out of it.
Those actually make sense
Yeah.
together.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Ooh, flare.
All
Maybe you did it. It's been a
One.
while.
See one.
Dang. There's a lot of shade in this
So
one.
full of joy for the dice. So you can expend that skill point immediately to get a luminous.
You don't want to. Because you
You
know
can
what?
just bank it.
Just
Okay. You want to bank it?
No, you know what? I got 7. I'll do it.
All right.
you say 7 like
You
7 is
did
a
not.
lot.
I know, well,
You
I
didn't
mean,
roll
you guys have,
perception,
like,
or
I got 1.
Okay. All right. Who else got what?
I got 3.
You got 3. You got
the flare.
Just the one.
Yeah.
2.
You got 3 and 2. So you 2. Okay.
My favorite band.
Oh, I got it. I get
Do
it.
you?
I get it.
Do you understand how much I love
know
you
what
too?
that band is. Yes, I love you too.
My favorite song of theirs is Vertigo.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
That one.
Yeah. That was
that one.
a perfect
One where they just bang on a
rendition.
trash can lid.
That's Blue Man Group. Okay.
Yeah, wrong man. Okay, so so you two, since you were close to them,
I did creep on.
you did creep on them, and so now you've rejoined the group, and now you are remembering some other stuff. You remind me, what was this? Is a general perception check, right? To see if they were insight. You did insight,
Intuition.
Sorry, intuition.
Did you both roll intuition?
I did intuition
Yeah.
just
Okay.
because since I was like up there, maybe I could, when I was listening to them, I could get kind of a vibe of the intent behind what they were saying,
Yes.
or maybe their like energy or something.
What flavor is their void? Is it bad void or is it okay void?
Your
Babe, what's your
intuition
flavor?
is that you feel like these are Skyborn.
Yes.
Okay.
You recognize something in them.
Their voice echoes a little.
I felt their energy.
They have like some chroma overlight energy that you kind of pick up on
Really is
a little bit.
blessing. Wonderful.
Hello.
Oh.
My name is Fennel.
I'm pulling out a like mostly frozen flower.
So you walk up to them?
Yep.
Okay, so you start walking over to them with your frozen flower out, extended. And they turn and look in the white landscape. They see you, and they look surprised. And they look around still, and they look at you, and they just, hello?
Hi.
Hi?
My name is Fennel. What's yours?
The taller one, who's the one with the curly reddish hair, looks and still looking out in the direction, and the other one, Tria, with the long, thick braids. Hi. And then she looks closer, and you all are you approaching slowly or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fennel has no fear.
Okay, so as you close that gap between the two of you, she starts to see your eyes, and then she looks at the others. Oh. Welcome, you made it. We've been waiting here.
What?
Hey.
We kind of came here by accident. What are you waiting for?
Oh.
Yes, you were looking at this. Well, you were looking at the sky.
Ma, what were you thinking?
She notices then that Longano.
What were you thinking?
No, I don't know.
What were you thinking?
She notices Longano comes up behind you all in the shovel tusk, and she sees Longano's eyes. Oh. You brought
You brought a
nun.
friend.
Don't be
Skyborn.
biased. She's really nice.
I'm not biased, but okay, fine, yeah, it's fine. So you're Skyborn, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look.
Are you sure? You seemed unsure.
No, we're very sure.
I mean, we are sure, but it seems. What are you after?
And why are you so rude about our friend?
Not rude, but this is the Palace Unseen.
What is?
what?
Well, we're waiting for it, but it will be here. The Palace Unseen.
I knew it. It is
That
the
was what you
Skyborn
were thinking.
headquarters.
That's kind of
Wait, what?
Does that mean Longano can't come with us?
Not inside the Skyborn. The Palace Unseen.
That's okay. We've paid zero attention to her anyway.
Longano's like, yeah, it's fine.
We'll just, and then just
you
turn
know she
around
can
and
hear
walk
you.
away, like, oh.
Is it not true?
No, you're right.
Longano comes up to you all and says, is this the Skyborn thing?
It might be. I'm sorry.
It always has been.
You know what? I really connected with.
Rude.
What? It's not wrong.
I really connected with Frixen Bend. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna go back to that village.
Yeah,
It was
go
really
stay
nice there.
warm.
He's probably
Come
for the
back for
best.
you.
Yeah, I'll be there if you need me.
We'll
just
come back.
Will you?
let me
Embrace
know.
the void. Go, my sister.
Sure.
Here's another flower. I'm gonna miss you.
You keep
It's
that
dead.
flower. It's all right. I'm gonna go back down. And then she says, "Come on, Odger." And so Odger lumbers off, and they just head back
Odger,
down.
wait.
Bye, Odger.
I look at the
Odger.
two Hamanu, or not Hamanu,
Harkeen.
Harkeen, and I go, there. You happy?
I miss them already.
It's probably better for them. Listen, I am not the gatekeeper here. They have their own rules, so don't blame me.
All right.
So, so you're Skyborn, but you didn't know about the Palace Unseen. So I guess you're not part of the
You're
Skyborn Order.
super judgy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be.
We've
judgy.
never met
Waves
other
of
Skyborn
condescension.
before.
Is that your
You know
trauma?
what? This might be tied to our dreams. We all had dreams last night. We were in a battle yesterday, and we all used some different kinds of chroma. And I had a dream last night. We were all using our chroma, and when I was using my chroma, I kept seeing these like shapes, these geometric shapes coming off of it and bouncing around.
Wait, you saw in your dream, not in real life, though, right?
No, I did. Yeah, we saw it in real life on my shard. I'm from Banyan.
So Tria pauses and looks at you all, and then overhearing this, what's the other name? Sorry. Thank you, Vina. The curly redhead turns and says, "You saw the fractal overlight."
Yes, we did, but we're not going to say where Fennel. We're going to have a discussion about
We
the dangers
stood in
of-
it.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying where.
You
I'm.
stood in the fractal.
Yeah, it was delicious.
So
No.
Tria and Vina are now just completely taken and just.
Have you never done that?
Vina, I haven't. Have you? Tria, I have not. I've never even seen it in person. Me neither.
Oh, wow. The mood's really changed, huh? Now that we've been in the fractal.
I guess we're better than the order. No, we're not.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're like, yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm sure I'm sure you should tell them. You should tell them when you...
Is that special?
Yeah, that's so rare.
Really?
I think the Order didn't even know it existed until recently. That those types of places could exist in this world.
Yeah. It was really nice.
And at this point, you all see behind you all, on the face of the mountain, the front of what looks like a castle start to materialize.
Ooh, I love it.
Cool.
And it looks like it's just kind of hazing into existence because it's snowy and windy. It would, if you were approaching it on the road, it would look like this anyway. But because it's right behind you, and there's a hill, you notice that it's like, what is happening? So this appears. Vina and Trya nudge each other. Oh, it's here. It's here. It's here. And it starts to come into complete and full existence in front of you.
Have you guys ever been inside?
Yes. Trya kind of bundles up a little bit more. I have. Well, Vina has too. We both have. This will be our third time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this is our first.
Do you travel from shard to shard chasing this?
Yeah. Well, sort of. I mean, we were sent out by the Skyborn to look for what you were looking for, those fractal occurrences, the fractal overlight, and we've never seen them. So it's amazing that you all have seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I did. That might have been in episode 1.
It was before we.
If you were in the cave, though, so you probably would have saw it.
I was in there? Yeah, then I did.
You would have passed by it. Longano
Definitely.
and Odger would have.
Right.
Probably would have showed it to you. Pretty cool.
I wonder if it stays there or if it kind of just appears and then disappears.
Yeah.
I've heard that they only exist for a short time.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did see one, but now it's probably gone. Because it's been a while since we were there. Yeah, it is a shame. I really liked that place. It was really pretty.
Wow. You all must be really infused and blessed with the overlight.
Well, I don't know about that.
How long has it been since you've been in the overlight?
They start to turn and walk towards, and they motion for you to follow. Since I've been in the overlight?
Well, I mean,
Wait.
it sounds like as though you've never experienced what we've experienced.
Oh,
I just
well,
wanna know.
that. I mean, there's a difference between just standing in the overlight from above, from the unending overlight above. That's, I mean, I can't speak for you all, but I know I have. But I haven't, what you experienced, according to the Skyborn Order, is a natural occurrence that the overlight is focused, and it's the most concentrated it can ever be experienced as. I've never stood in that. Never seen that.
I think maybe our dreams were leading us here.
What's in the palace?
Oh, well, you'll see.
More friends.
Maybe.
So you walk to the entrance of the palace. Trya and Vina knock on the door very strongly. And after a couple of moments, the door opens up. And they are ushered in. And they also usher you in. We found more Skyborn, they say to the person who opened the door. Oh, wonderful.
Hi, Fennel. Hi.
Hi.
I feel like we sort of found you, but okay.
That one's a little salty. It's fine. Trya shakes off some snow from her long braids. And you all are now warm inside the palace unseen. And so, as you walk in, you see this incredible palace where there's a, how do I describe it? There is a central area.
Atrium.
Thank you, an atrium. And from what you can see, there's about 5 levels to this thing. It's really big. It's a very big place. There's a balcony, a circular balcony, so a mezzanine on each floor. So the central part is all open space, and then you have 5 floors of this, with each with their own mezzanine that opens up into the atrium. You do see at the top there is a beautiful clear glass roof, or skylight, I should say, that is there to let in the overlight. And so you see people, other Skyborn kind of milling around, and they're of all different folk. So you see a few Banyari, you see some Tarixians, you see a couple of Aramel, you see some other Zenith monks and Hamanu. You even see some other folk. You see some Pyroi. You see some other species of Banyari as well. So it's a pretty diverse mix of Skyborn. And people are milling about. And no one really, pays you any specific mind. The people who open the door are just there to open the door. So
I'm gonna go to one of the people that opened the door and go, do you have a library or a collection of things that you found? Because I'm looking for something specific.
Things that we found. I just am the door person. I mean, I'm not just the door person. I'm here on the council, but library, sure. There's a library on the 4th floor.
For new Skyborn who have never visited the Palace Unseen, is there someone that we check in with?
Oh, yes. The recruitment.
The recruitment.
Yes. That's actually right over there on the 1st floor.
Okay.
Do we take a number, or how does this?
Oh, just go over there. They'll take care of you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, recruitment seems as though we might be invited to join something. Hopefully we have a choice.
I was going to say, I think we're kind of already Skyborn.
Right.
Maybe it's like a recruitment for a quest.
Maybe they train us.
Or
to use our chromas
That'd
better.
be really cool.
That would be cool, as long as we're not beholden to someone.
Go! He starts to like squid run here.
We're already beholden to the void. I'm just saying, if it were like an army of something and we're fighting something we don't even know about, I don't know. I just don't want to get too committed too quickly.
I'm already gone.
Yeah.
So you're ready.
But yeah, let's check it out.
Just because we're here doesn't mean we're...
Do you know
All right.
who could have built something like this? This is magnificent.
I mean, my people from Lycos could have the island that specializes in glass building, building with glass materials, things like that. Very possible, but I just have to talk to maybe another Armel and get the history of this building in order to find out for you.
All right.
Could you do something like this?
On a good day.
You could do it in a day.
Oh, wow.
Maybe the 1st floor.
We have underestimated. Well, no, I haven't. I knew. Well, wow.
No,
No, I haven't. No, don't think so. Anyway.
Whenever she's lying, it suddenly turns Cockney.
Yeah.
That's this big tell of hers.
Sorry, I haven't. Anyway, you haven't slept. I also haven't slept. And yeah, when it all starts coming back when I haven't slept. Yeah, my posh goes
We should
away.
get registered. Guys.
My
We better
posh
get over
goes
here.
away.
Okay, so Fennel, you've run ahead, as you do, as you always do. And the rest of you follow more slowly
Yeah, we
behind
sure do.
towards the recruitment office.
Yes.
So you walk up, and there's no door to it. So there's just there's a Pyroi Skyborn sitting at a table in this office, and it's a smallish room. And when you walk in, the Pyroi looks up and says, "New Skyborn."
Hi, my name is Fennel. Here's the flower.
Thank you, little one. Yeah. So I assume you're here to join the Skyborn Order?
Maybe.
We're here
We
for
really don't know what it is.
answers
Oh.
to
Yeah.
anything at this point. We had dreams that led us here. We don't.
I think.
Dreams.
We like stood in some. We saw the fractals, and we had. Well, I had.
Whoa, you saw the fractal?
I stood in it. It was great.
By the way, so the two people who you came in with have gone off somewhere else. They had things to do. Yeah. But they're
I bet they did.
wow.
They were so condescending. Just being themselves.
I haven't had any.
Well, they're condescending. If that's them, there you go. It's just them being them.
So this Pyroi receptionist says, wow, that is amazing. Okay, well, yes, here we have some, we have some intake forms. It sounds like, well, here, you can take them, fill them out if you want. But you can come and watch we actually have, there's a speech happening by our founder in just a few minutes if you'd like to come and listen to that.
Wait, why do we have to? I thought because we were born Skyborn, we were already part of the Order.
Oh no, well, you're Skyborn, but there is also the Skyborn Order. You're not born into the Order. You can join it if you want.
Is the founder going to give a speech on what the Skyborn Order means, and I mean, I didn't even know this palace existed. I've only just bonded with my monk.
Right, and this is our shard, so this is real weird.
Yeah.
I think it just
feels a little
up everywhere.
cultish. I'm gonna be honest. This feels a little cultish.
Do you help people?
What is it called?
Well, of course.
Okay, then I'm in.
Wow.
As the Skyborn,
You would make a great culty.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
As Skyborn, we are all called to help people in this fractured world. That's what the founder says, and you can listen to them in a few minutes if you want. You can hear what they have to say.
I mean, if we need an explanation, that sounds like a good bet. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
All right.
Really
That about sums it up, yes.
Let's go.
Time to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
She's
No one ever goes to the bathroom in RPGs. I just say.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a
for-
bladder.
It's a very different
I'll be
kind
the
of
first to
stream.
say it.
I'm a gorilla.
It's a very
and I
different
have
kind of stream.
I'm done. Bye.
Bye, Slenderman. Was that on camera that we made that joke earlier? No.
No,
I
it
don't even
wasn't.
know.
It's an inside joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So yes, the pyro points to where the restroom is. You go to the restroom, and then you are all.
Don't listen
We
to
can
me.
skip over that scene, right?
build those walls fast.
Turn the mic off.
Okay. So you do that. We don't need to see that scene. Thank you.
Can I roll for it?
No.
No, you're good. You're good. Bigger. You all get.
You pee rainbows.
I'm so sorry.
my
No,
goodness.
we're done. Everybody,
Okay.
we're done.
You all are taken up to the.
We think we broke Rachel
We
now.
broke Rachel.
We just needed a bathroom joke. Bathroom joke.
Oh my goodness.
Tears.
Okay. Oh yes.
Oh, I
okay.
cry every time.
My
I laugh.
chroma is yellow, so I would just.
You're beating out your
So is yours.
will.
No. Oh, I can't.
Oh boy.
So
okay.
the speech sounds super exciting.
Yes, everyone take a
I'm
breath.
ready for it.
Very serious.
Everyone take a breath.
Serious business.
Serious business. So you are all ushered into. You're taken up to the third floor, and the pyroid dramatically opens these two doors. Of course, and you enter this very ornate, beautiful auditorium. And the carvings are similar to this dice tray. So you see rainbow-stained wood carvings that have all of the different virtues, impressions of the different virtues all over around the auditorium. And there are a lot of Skyborn assembled in here. There's probably like maybe like, I want to say like maybe 400-ish Skyborn assembled. It's almost full, pretty full.
I want to be in the front row.
I feel less special.
You are brought down to your seats, which is about halfway back.
Is it the middle of the auditorium?
One might say it is the middle of the auditorium. Middle of the
We
auditorium.
are stuck in the middle.
Remix.
Oh my god.
Uncontrollable.
I'll never, that'll never be behind me, will it?
Nope. No.
On your
If our
gravestone.
last episode,
Middle of the gravestone.
Middle of the field.
middle
That's
of
where
the field,
epitaph goes, yeah.
we're also in the middle of our season.
We are.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Connections. You all are seated there in the
In that place within the ocean.
in that place.
We won't mention it.
That's right. You take your seats. You feel the excited energy of the Skyborn around you. It's good vibes. It's Yeah. There are some Skyborn of all different ages. Again, it's a pretty good mix of the different shards and their residents and their folk. And after a few moments, someone walks on stage. This person is... This is a Harkeen woman who looks in Harkeen/human years, looks to be maybe about mid-40s. She has like a dark violet bob. It's like a curly, loose bob. And she, she has dark brown skin. And her eyes are that iridescent that you recognize as Skyborn. She walks out into the middle of the stage and...
Another medal! Another one!
I missed it.
She walks off the stage.
Oh my gosh, Alicia! You can't get away from it.
Center stage. She's center stage.
Oh my god. We can
walks
never
out on
bad.
stage.
ever again. It's banned.
So she looks out at all of everyone in the audience and begins to speak. My dearest Skyborn, siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, we are a family. And I'm so happy to see your faces. Some of you may be new to the Skyborn Order. Some of you have been here for many years. But all of you, I hope, can feel the love and the overlight flow through us in this room. And some people you hear scattered applause.
Hey, Void!
Represent Void Love! Now, we are here today, as every meeting, I want to remind us why we are here. Why we, as the Skyborn Order, have assembled Skyborn over the many cycles. Hundreds of cycles Skyborn have met and convened in councils and conclaves for many, many cycles. And it is because we live in a fractured world. We live in this fractured world, and we are given gifts to help all other people, all the other folk who do not have those gifts. And so as you assemble in your conclaves, as you go out and do the good work of the Skyborn, I want you to remember that it may be fractured, but you have the tools to put it back together. And then there's another round of applause, bigger this time.
That's beautiful.
What does she mean?
And now, I will leave you to it. It is time to meet in your conclaves. If you are new and are looking to join, someone will be with you to give you the instructions for how to proceed. You all, I can feel the overlight in you all. And she walks off the stage.
Did any of you guys catch her name?
Nope.
No, and then
She sounds nice.
you think we can actually put the shards back to? Do you think they can do that?
I don't know. That seems like a lot.
Conclaves?
Someone comes up to you and they say, you are not part of a conclave, are you?
Not yet.
We knew.
Okay.
Can we all stay together?
Oh, yes, of course. So if you'll follow me, we'll put you into one of the meeting rooms and give you some more information. So now you go to the meeting room, you're sitting there, and you are told, basically, this is the information that you're given. You are welcome to join the Skyborn Order. There are certain missions that you can be sent on. They will give you chroma training. And that's the information you're given. And you're welcome to join. You're welcome to go on a mission. You can stay together as a conclave.
At any point, can I leave?
Do you ask that in the meeting?
Yes, because I want to know if once I commit, am I fully committed to the Skyborn, like, crew? Like, this is it? Like, once I commit to you guys?
You're welcome to leave if you want. We think that there is strength in numbers. We are already a small part of this entire population of all the worlds. But yes, of course, you're welcome to leave if you want.
Cool.
I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah.
I mean, since we're not able to go back to our order, it could be the best way to further our skills.
And then, as you're discussing this, the door opens and two more Skyborn come in, and they say, "This is the group." They said that they saw. They're talking to someone who's just outside the door. They said they saw the fractal. This is them right here. And they come in, and behind them walks in the very bold presence of the woman who is on the stage, whose name is Rohana.
Rohana. That woman in the middle of the stage.
And with that,
Dang it.
we are ending episode 4.
Woo!
Out of Thin Air.
Woo!
Thank you so much for joining us for Overlight. Thank you, guys. Join us next week. We will be back. Have a wonderful rest of your nights. Bye.
Bye.
We got the right camera.